recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and MackeyMotors.com. I'm Tom Hawkamp, joined by Doug Waniger as we've got playoff football coming your way. Central Lyon George Little Rock in town here in Carroll to take on the Kemper Knights, and it should be an exciting one. As we've heard, these two teams met up last year. Central Lyon George Little Rock was a stacked team, made it all the way to the Dome, and this year, maybe not as stacked. They're here in Carroll tonight to take on the Knights.
Yeah, they had a heck of a team last year, led by Reese Vanderzee. We went up there, and Kemper was actually in that ball game and ahead even in the third quarter, but Mr. Vanderzee took over, and that was all she wrote.
Two players from last year's team now playing at the University of Iowa from the Central Lyon George Little Rock. One player from the Knights down there, so a little talent was in that ball game.
Yeah, and they knew at that time that they were going down. I remember seeing Benami, DJ, and the Vanderzee tying up a couple times on pass routes and picking each other up off the ground, that sort of thing, but they knew they were going to be teammates.
Well, we should have a good one tonight. This is a Central Lyon George Little Rock team, comes in 6-3. Losses to West Lyon, Emmitsburg, some very, very good football teams that they play up there on that part of the state.
Yes, absolutely. West Lyon is, on the other side of our pod, and it's the team that nobody wants to face. Because they are really, really, really good. But let's play this one tonight, see how this goes. But this should be a really good football game, Tom. I'm really looking forward to it. I think, the Knights are more of a finesse team. Central Lyon George Little Rock's one of those teams going to come out and hit you in the mouth. They play that North Central Iowa football.
We're going to step away for the national anthem. We're back with more high school football on 1380 KCIM.
Looking to boost your brand? Top Loft makes it easy with custom online stores for businesses, sports teams, and organizations. Enhance your brand's visibility with a tailor-made store showcasing your logo, colors, and designs. Enjoy endless customization options. Choose styles, colors, and add your unique touch to every product. Plus, their streamlined ordering system ensures a smooth experience for you and your customers. Elevate your brand with Top Loft in downtown Carroll, or visit toploftclothing.com and start building your online store today. Choosing the DMACC Carroll campus is a smart choice. The DMACC Carroll campus offers a quality education at an affordable price, student organizations to get involved and have some fun, supportive staff who will help you each step of the way, and expert faculty waiting to share their knowledge and experiences with you. Kickstart your education today at the Carroll DMACC campus. Call them at 712-792-1755. DMACC, life's calling.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Hello, this is Dr. Michael Dirks, orthopedic surgeon with St. Anthony's. I'm excited to have joined the team here at St. Anthony's, your local sports injury experts. We perform knee arthroscopy with ACL reconstruction and meniscus repair, as well as shoulder arthroscopy with rotator cuff and labral repair. If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, give us a call so we can get you back to the playing field or back to the activities that you love doing.
St. Anthony Orthopedics, located on the St. Anthony campus. St. Anthony Regional Hospital. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Congratulations to the Kemper Knights for their amazing season. Having a winning team takes hard work, dedication, practice, and a lot of planning. At Halber Enterprises, they recognize that these same attributes are what it makes to have a successful farm operation. At Halber Enterprises and Sukup Manufacturing help you maximize your full potential by planning ahead for the 2025 season. Call 712-658-2141 today to take advantage of their winter discounts and save on all your storage needs. Together, they too can help you build a winning team. Go Knights!
great broadcast booth high above the Carroll Football Stadium. Tom Hawkamp with Doug Waniger as the Kemper Knights are set to take on Central Lyon George Little Rock in this 2A playoff contest. When you take a look at the way things have went so far, when it comes to throwing the ball, the Lions of Central Lyon George Little Rock have tried it, have not seen a ton of success, completing about 70% of their throws, but not really adding up a lot of yards off those.
Yeah, they're under 1,000 yards, but their game is running the football. They play smash mouth football up there, and that's what they're going to try to do against the Kemper Knights, and they play the same way defensively. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to do everything they can to stop the run. So I think if Kemper's going to do well in this ball game, I think we're going to have to be able to throw the football, which means we'll have to protect Brock Bading and give him some chances to throw, because I think if that can happen, I think Kemper can do all right tonight. And
that's one thing. When you look at this defensive line from Central Lyon, they've got some size, but they put some small, quick guys up there, some wrestlers, 5'8", 165 senior. Levi Kramer's one of those inside defensive linemen. On the other side of him will be a 6'3", 270-pound senior in Sam Christensen. So some big guys up front. Their second leading tackler is actually one of their defensive ends, and Jack Kroll, a 6'3", 225-pound senior, so he's seen this and done this a few times.
Yeah, he's going to be really, really active, and he'll be one that'll, be tough to contain as well. But Kemper's done well against teams like this, overall, but this one's just going to be a little bit more physical. I don't know that we've seen anybody that's going to come out and really, line up and just want to really hit us. And they're not gonna be afraid to throw their body at us.
Couple things to talk about defensively. We've got some good linebackers in here, especially at the middle linebacker spot for the Kemper Knights. Tate Barrett has had an outstanding season leading this team. On the other side, it'll be Drew Kupferschmidt, and it looks as though Kemper's going to defer.
Yeah, and Central Lyon's going to take the football, and you can bet they're going to probably come out and run the football and try to see what they can do, because that's their game.
So Kupferschmidt with 48.5 tackles, leading the Lions at linebacker. So let's take a look at our starting lineups. Knowing what we know now, we'll start with the offense from the Lions. They've got Jack Kroll, a 6'3", 225-pound senior at left tackle. Sam Christensen inside of him. He's 6'3", 270. Ryan Hashies, a 5'8", 175-pound senior at center. Very scrappy guy, according to the Lions radio broadcaster. Ethan Knobloch's 5'9", 230 at right tackle, and Zach Drenth, a 6'3", 230-pound junior on the other side. They run a three-wide receiver set with Jason Huygens, Thomas Herbert, and Matt Elbert. Quarterback is Jaden Dale. Dale is a 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore. 70 of 105, 956 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks for him on the season. 88 rushes for 525 yards and 5 touchdowns. He likes to hand the ball off to Michele Saddam, 5'9", 186-pound sophomore. 172 carries for him this year, 958 yards. He's found the end zone 11 times. Drew Kupferschmidt, that linebacker, is their wingback, 6'1", 200-pound senior. For the Knights up front, you got Preston Bonami, Sam Healy, Cody Pierce, and Ryan Sundrup trying to slow down this running game. Linebackers at the middle spot, Tate Barrett, the 5'9", 175-pound senior, leading the team with 66 tackles. Kent Sanders is an outside linebacker along with Brayton Alford. On the corners, Griffin Glenn, the 6'1", 165-pound sophomore. He's got 6 picks, and you've got Tregan Biter, Carson Canny, and Austin Heinrichs in that starting lineup. Knights get ready to kick this one off.
And it goes, and it's going to keep a squibber on the ground, and it bounces off of number 12.
See if the Knights get down there. Tate Barrett misses the first tackle. Now he bounces off another guy, and he's off to the races, is Elbert, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down before the 40. It looked as though he had a big seam and was going to be gone.
Fortunately, a tackle. I think it was Glenn got over there and made the tackle, but that's an example right there of the toughness of this team. They're not going to go down with arm tackles, so the guys are going to have to learn to wrap up right off the start.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Central Lyon George Little Rock, white uniforms. They've got yellow helmets. They'll work left to right in front of us towards the rec center here at the Carroll Football Stadium.
Kemper's got those 2 sophomores out on the corner.
Wing back on the left side. Deep man. And they'll hand it off to the running back the first time. He cuts, tries to find a hole, and then he does. And that is Saddam. And he's going to dive forward for a pickup of 5. It looked like he might get caught in the backfield as he was doing a little dancing.
Our linebackers and corners came in and made the tackle on that play, but good penetration, got 5 yards on first down.
So 2nd down and 10, ball on the left hash. The wide receivers don't even check into the huddle for the Lions. They're both split out. One man in the spot. Saddam back deep. Dale calls for the snap, gives it to Saddam, and he's hitting the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 3. Well, they're going to give him a decent spot, it looks like, making only a loss of 2. I didn't think he got back to the 40.
That was a run blitz by Braden Alford, the outside linebacker, the young junior that's in the lineup, been injured a lot this year, but really nice play by the Kemper defense, but Alford leading the charge on that.
3rd down and 7.
This is where Kemper wants them because this team doesn't want to throw any more than they have to, but 3rd and 7 probably is a passing situation.
Flags are just trickling out there, so it doesn't look like much of a wind as the game gets started here. Dale puts a man in motion. He rolls out to the right side, looking downfield. He's going to run out of room. He runs right out of bounds.
Yeah,
at the 41-yard line.
Linebackers, Braden Alford, Kent Sanders, and number 25, who's playing in the line, Ryan Sundrup.
So he
him out of bounds.
Actually goes out a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
But that was a smart play on that. He didn't have anybody open, so he just eat the football.
So 4th down and 8. Central Lion set to kick this one away. Got to be careful. The quarterback stands in as the up man here. Snap is a little high. He'll contain it. Puts it in the right side. Fair catch is called and made on the far side of the field. So a good job there by Gifford.
Yeah, Gifford, the 145-pound freshman, found his way into the lineup about halfway through the season. So Kemper going to start in pretty good field position at their own 33-yard line. Got to give a shout-out to, and I've done this for her before, but Kay Lawford. She's our 99-year-old great-grandmother of Tate Barrett. She just had some surgery, got out of the hospital. She wanted to be here for the game, but she's listening, Tom. So hello, Kay. Hope you get better soon.
Happy birthday there. Knights will line up. They'll put a man in motion right to left. That's Canny sprinting full speed. Baiting drops back. There's a man on the corner. Baiting steps in. The ball floats over the middle, incomplete.
And as we talked about early in the game, you know, that defensive end got in there and got the hit on Brock Baiting. We cannot allow that to happen because if Brock doesn't have time to throw, it's going to be a long night for the Kemper Knights.
Kemper Knights up front. You've got Steigert, Keneally, Vanami, and Antofer. That's Hayden and Preston in the Vanamis up front. Brock Baiting's your quarterback, 6'2", 170-pound junior. He's 119 for 224 now, 1803 on the yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He'll take the snap, lone man in the backfield. This time good protection, throws the out route. Got his man. It'll be at the first down marker, and that's where Gifford is. Oh, excuse me, that's 18, not 81.
Yeah, that's
Lucas.
Lucas.
Out on the out route for 10.
Yeah, Lucas got the start tonight, just a freshman, another one of those really young players that's looked good, got great hands, runs the ball hard, but went to the first down stakes, did a little square out. Brock rolled out, found him, and first down for Kemper at the 44.
Ball sits on the right hash, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hoffman stands to the left. Baiting wants to throw again. It's a quick one out to Canny. Canny looks at a man, cuts back inside. He's got another first down, pickup of 13.
That was almost a little screen or what looked like maybe a screen play, but developed really quickly as Candy got free and picks up the first down going all the way to the 43-yard line of Central Line George Littlebach. But
the Knights have a quality run game, but so far they said we're going to send this through the air and see if we can't get them backed off a little bit.
Well, they do have the wind at their back right now, too, so I'm taking advantage of that.
2 receivers to the right, 2 stacked on the left side. Baiting drops back. He wants to look deep. He's got his man. He's going to air this one out. And waiting, there's Vanami, and that one's going to be tipped up as it was a little underthrown. If Baiting could have got a couple more yards on that, Vanami's dancing in the end zone.
Yeah, Brock just a little short on that pass. I thought Vanami was probably going to bring it down anyway. He normally does, but good hit back there on the corner, or safety possibly back there, running stride for stride with Braxton. Brock doesn't miss that pass very often, but he threw it 45 yards in the air, so just a little underthrown.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Baiting rolls out left side. He's got a lot of space. Now he's going to step up, maybe get a yard before he steps out of bounds.
He did the right thing. He didn't have anybody.
No gain, they say.
Didn't have anybody deep. I thought he picked up a yard, but as it's going to be 3rd and 10.
So 3rd down and 10 for the Knights. Ball on the 43 in Central Lyon, George Little Rock territory. Knights with their red uniforms, white bottoms and white tops, or white lids, excuse me. Hoffman stands to the left side of Bading. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
Look for Canny in this situation, if he's in there.
Bading drops back, the pressure from the defensive end. Bading throws over the middle. Vanami goes up and gets it and brings it down at the 20. A pickup of 23 yards for Braxton Vanami.
Wow, that was a beautiful pitch and catch. But Vanami ran a great route, came from the right side of the field, just a little post to the inside, caught it at about the 20-yard line and down at the 19. Tackled immediately, though, in the hands of the defensive back for Central Lyon.
Full air assault here from the Knights to start. Central Lyon's coming up in press coverage on the right side. Bading rolls out that way. He's got a man open in the flat, and that's Canny. Canny puts his feet down, and he is going to go out of bounds at the 7-yard line. So a pickup of 12, and the Knights inside the red zone.
We're right next to the Central Lyon George Little Rock coaches up here, and they were shouting because they saw Canny wide open. I was talking to Carson today about that, how he gets so open consistently. He says he just reads the defense and tries to get in their blind side a little bit to where they can't see him.
Well, that time he just ran the defender down the field and turned left in the wide open gap there.
Yep.
This time they're going to pitch it to the left side. Hoffman trying to get behind some blocks. They're not there. He battles through a tackle, though, stays on his feet, dives for the end zone, and he's going to be wrestled out at the 1-yard line. That looked like it was going to be a bad play, and he picks up 6.
Yeah, Zach Drenth ran him down from the defensive end position, but like you said, it looked like it was going to be a 1 or 2 yard loss, and Hoffman picks up a nice gain to make it 2nd down and 2 now, or second goal from the 2. Hoffman played big on that last pass play, too, because he had a really good block, keeping the running defensive back off of
backs on each side. They hand it off to Hoffman. Hoffman dives over the right side. It's a scrum at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard, is all they're going to give him on the pickup. And so that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be 4-down territory for Kemper. We know that interior line for Central Lyon is really tough. They're going to be really physical, so be interesting to see what the play call is here.
Well, now they're all going to be packed in there. Vanami's got one-on-one coverage out to the wide side of the field, so don't be surprised if we see a lob out there. Here's a quick handoff inside into the end zone. Touchdown, Tate Barrett.
Yeah.
He dances himself into the end zone.
Nice little inside play. We normally don't go to Barrett on there. He's in there to block, but he took the ball and just stepped in across to the right, went a couple yards to his right and straight into the end zone. So a quick touchdown for the Knights, up 6-0 with 8:06 left here in the first quarter. Good start for Kemper.
So they pull out the runs when they get into the red zone. Mayhall set to kick the extra point. Snap is good. Down. Mayhall puts it up and through. Knights lead 7-0 over Central Lyon George Little Rock. 8:06 to play in the first quarter. You're listening to high school football on 1380 KCIM. Back in 1 minute.
Welcome to our home.
So why are you selling your home?
Well, let's just say it's a bit daunting to think about shoveling all the snow for the winter, so I'm moving to a condo.
What room's this?
Well, it's where we keep the...
I think I'm going to go now. I'm going to call the Mid-Iowa team.
Let your Mid-Iowa team show you homes for sale or list your home. We have the buyers and not so spooky homes just for you. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate.
Feld Security of Carroll is the choice of homeowners and business professionals for your home and business protection. They choose Feld Security because of the local and prompt service, 24/7 technician support, and the ability to control their security from their mobile device. That makes keeping your property safe even easier. A professional Feld representative can help you create a protection plan for your home or business, no matter what you're trying to protect. They've got you covered. Feld Security of Carroll, proud sponsors of our local schools.
Oh, he grabs it and rolls into the end zone. They're going to blow it dead as he stepped into the end zone after he grabbed it. He wanted to return it, and it would have been a dangerous return as Igo did a great job pinpointing that towards the left front pylon in the end zone, and they grabbed it at the 1, stepped into the end zone, and they called.
He's lucky he didn't run that out because he had Glenn, he had Barrett, and also Easton Gifford was down there, so he wouldn't have went very far.
So ball on the 20. for Central Lyon George Little Rock. It was a 3-and-out last time up as they went to the ground game. Dale takes the snap, fakes it. He rolls out to the left side. It could be a naked bootleg. He had plenty of room, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds by Tate Barrett, who made up a lot of ground there, but it's still a pickup of 5.
Yeah, Kemper got fooled a little bit on that as he, like you said, he did that naked bootleg. They thought he was going to throw the football, and he took off running. And fortunately, Tate had kind of kept him in his eye and didn't overcommit on the run and held him to a 5-yard gain. But that looked like it was going to go a lot farther than that.
Kind of looked like an RPO there.
A little bit.
Where he had the chance, if his guy was open, to let it go. Griffin on an island out here on the left side. Heinrichs on the inside of him defensively. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to the running back again this time. Hops out to the left side. Now tries to cut back in. He'll be brought down. Looks like a yard shy of the first down marker. We'll wait to see. No, a couple yards shy.
A couple yards shy. So a big down here earlier in this ball game. 7:40 clock running. Kemper up 7-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock with a 3rd and 2 at their own 28.
Third down.
Let's see if our line can get some penetration here.
Kobe Pierce going to line up on the interior with Healy.
Kobe had a nice game last week.
3 men down, 2 guys up. 5-man front. Here comes Tate Barrett on the run blitz, and the quarterback keeps it. He's going to sprint over the middle, and it's going to be a good job by Canny coming up to take him down after a pickup of 7. The run blitz was there, but Dale kept the ball because if Saddam had it, he wouldn't have had anywhere to go.
Yeah, they made the right call. He made the right decision on that. He saw the run blitz coming, and unfortunately for Kemper, allowed him to get the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at 36.
Knights have a 7-point lead, 6:53 to play in the first quarter. Central Lyon George Little Rock with the ball at the 36. Left hash, they're working towards the rec center. Dale in the pistol formation, puts a man in motion left to right. He wants to pass it this time. No, he pulls it down. That might have been a run option right away, kind of a draw play, and he's going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Yeah, he slipped out of a tackle of Tate Barrett again in the backfield. Otherwise, it would have been a loss of 2.
The Knights relying on man-to-man coverage from their defensive backs, who have been outstanding this season. Glenn's matched up with Huygen down here.
Yeah, Glenn's done a beautiful job this year playing that cornerback position.
Dale, the lone man in the backfield on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's a draw, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. That time it's Kent Sanders grabbing an ankle, and they'll lose a yard.
Yep, the interior line playing really, really well. I'm trying to get the number of it is, but I think it was Sean Healy got in there and just caused a little havoc and blew that play up a little bit and changed what that quarterback wanted to do. Kobe Pierce was in there as well.
3rd down and 11 for the Lions. Pistol formation. Saddam's hands to the left side of Dale. 2 receivers split each way.
Keep your eye on Dale.
Dale drops back, and the pressure comes. He's going to bail. He's got a lot of running room on the right side. Can they get him out? And he is going to be swung out right at the sticker.
Yeah, somebody didn't do their job. They did not protect this side, and I was just getting ready to say watch Dale because he likes to take off. He loves to run the football, and they got a cheap first down there that Kemper gave him one. We've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
They ran all the receivers down, and then they had to wait till he crossed the line of scrimmage for the D-backs to come up and kind of force him to slow down a bit. But 11-yard pickup and a first down on 3rd and long. This time, Saddam will line up behind Dale, wing back to the right side, 2 to the left. Dale takes the snap, fakes it. They want a quick swing out there, and that ball was dropped and picked back up, but they're going to say incomplete pass.
Yeah, they had that play set up. It was there. Austin Heinrichs was a little bit off, but was coming in hard and probably would have tackled him for no gain, but as it is, it's going to be 2nd and 10 anyway.
They had the run blitz coming up the middle, so they were trying to get the ball to the edge where they had numbers and inability to catch that one by Herbert, I believe.
So going to be 2nd down and 10 now. 5:07 left in the first quarter. Kemper up 7-0.
Ball on the 46-yard line, right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dale takes it, wants to swing it out quick. They've got kind of a Screen set up, and the right receiver runs through one man. That's the wing back out there, Cooper Schmidt, and a hard-running linebacker catches it, and he's going to pick up 9.
That's an example of what this team can do and what those teams from that northwest Iowa area like to do. I mean, he ran right over one of our defensive backs, and we're not going to arm tackle these guys. They're going to have to learn to wrap up with 2 arms, or they're going to be giving up some big gains.
3rd down and 1 for Central Line into Kemper Knight territory as the ball is on the 45-yard line. Left side of the field. Mikale Saddam to the right side of Jaden Dale. Dale puts a man in motion left to right. They'll fake it to Saddam. Dale keeps it. He's got a seam. He makes one man miss, and then he is out to the 30. Let's see, that's the 36-yard line. So a pickup of 9 on a 1-yard run, on the 1 yard needed.
You might see Coach Steinkamp calling a timeout here because nobody's accounting for the quarterback on 2 or 3 of these plays on this drive. So we've got to shore that situation up because he will take off with it.
Dale came in with only 88 carries on the season. He's already got 7 tonight. Season average here already. Here's the snap. This time they do give it to Saddam, and he's going to be wrapped up. He battles forward, though. He should have lost some yards. He's going to pick up 2.
Again, we were in the backfield, had him, and he just ran through the tackles. But fortunately, we had 3 or 4 guys on the play and held him to a yard.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Lions.
One thing that Kemper has to be aware of as well is they do have a field goal kicker that can kick the ball 45, 50 yards, so they're getting into that range. They're on 35, would be a 52-yarder right now. Into the wind would probably be long, but we don't want to give them any extra ones here.
Dale takes the snap, gives it to Saddam this time, and this time he hits the line of scrimmage, and he is turned around immediately by Ryan Sundrup and company.
Yeah, Sundrup with a great job there. Kobe Pierce as well. Number 63, that's Preston Benami in there.
So, again, 3rd down and long for the Lions.
Just looks kind of odd because the wide receivers aren't even in the huddle. They're watching the play call, so they know what's coming as well. 3rd and 9.
Maxwell will walk in on the left side. Dale calls for the snap in the pistol formation. Now he looks to run up the middle, and there's not much going. He is going to be rode down. What a great job staying home, getting his mitts on him on the inside there.
That was Kobe Pierce. That time he stayed right in the middle of the field where he belonged, and there was just nowhere to go, so that backs him up. Likely going to go for it here on 4th, even though it's 4th and 14. They're in kind of an awkward position with the ball at the Kemper 40-yard line. If they punt it, they likely gain 20, 25 yards, but they're looking like they're going to go for it, and they are. So it's 4th and 14 at the Kemper 40. They got to get to the 26 for a first down.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dale calls for it. Now they look over the sideline, and the play clock is going to expire.
Trying to get Kemper to jump offside, so a good job of discipline there by the Kemper defense.
Just going to take the extra 5 yards. They're asking Coach, do you want to give them the extra 5 yards? Suppose you can decline it and let them punt it from there.
Yeah, looks like they're going to.
Oh,
they are going to take it now. Yeah, I think I would probably decline it. It makes it a little bit tougher. Hopefully get it into the end zone. Kemper's not had a lot of punt returns this year.
4th down and 19 now on the punt here for Central Lions, how they'll line it up. Step in, he turned it sideways, booted it high into the air, and the Knights do a good job going under it and catching it was Canny. He was making sure he had his legs under it, his arms under it. That ball wasn't going to get out of there.
I think the wind affected that a little bit more than we thought it might when you look at the flag, because it kind of got up there and it just stopped, and Carson was sitting under it, and it just kind of kept drifting a little bit to his right, so he had to move to his right to make the catch.
A Knight down on the field here, getting checked out by the athletic trainer.
Is that Tate?
And Coach Steinkamp out there wanting an explanation from the officials. They must not have liked how it happened.
Not sure who it is, but I'm looking for Barrett, and I don't see him on the sideline, so hoping it's not Tate for sure.
I believe it is number 1 down right now, getting the attention. Working on the leg here is the athletic trainer. Knights lead 7-0, 1:41 to play here in the first quarter. Knights took the opening drive, marched down the field. It looked like Central Lyon was going to do the same thing with their second drive, but then the Knights defense held up and was able to push Central Lyon back.
Tate's still down on the field. He's something on his lower leg. The athletic trainer working with that. I don't know if it's an ankle or what it is, but coming, sitting on his haunches now.
Coach Steinkamp has been in the officials' ears that whole time. He did not like whatever happened to Tate Barrett. He kept pointing over to him.
Yeah, I didn't see it because we were watching the punt, but that happened where Tate's laying there on the 35-yard line. He's sitting up now, but that happened right in front of Coach Steinkamp. So they're going to take a minute, hopefully be able to get him up, but he's got something going on with his leg, and he's not liking it.
They're going to stand him up. And he says, I don't want help. He's going to walk off a little gingerly here, so he'll get his attention from the sideline.
And Tate's coming over and sitting on the bench, but he's got that look of this isn't, he isn't liking it.
Offense out there now for the Kemper Knights. Can they give them some time here?
Tate's one of those guys that he's just kind of one of the real leaders of this team, if not the real leader of this team, just because he plays with such tenacity.
Baiting with backs on each side of him. Takes the snap, hands this one off to Hoffman. Hoffman dives forward. He was caught in the backfield. I think they'll give him a yard on it, but.
Yeah, number 54 got in there, Zach Kroll, who's kind of been all over the field. He's a really, really good football player. They're looking at Tate's. I'm not sure if it's his knee or.
Second down and 9 here for the Kemper Knights. Two receivers to the left. That's Bider and Canny. Vanami splits out wide right with Lucas, I believe, in the slot. They're going to quick throw it to Lucas. He makes one man miss. He's trying to run forward, does a good job spinning forward to the 29. That's going to be very, very close to a first down.
He's really a talented runner after he catches the ball, and they are giving him a first down, but he sidestepped the one runner, carried it right up the hash, and dove forward for the first down just enough to get it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Kemper now.
Freshman stepping into the starting lineup tonight for the Knights. Vanami goes wide right. Bider and Canny to the left. Two men in the backfield again with Baiting. Baiting takes the snap on count 2, gives it to Hoffman. There is no running room this time. Hoffman hits a pile and just picks up a yard. They had that whole piled up on the left side. Did the Central Lyon George Little Rock defense.
Yeah, Kemper just trying to keep them honest, to let them know that we can run the football as Barrett gets off the training table, doing something with his left knee. Hopefully he grabs his helmet and is able to get back in the game. So 2nd and 8. I think it's important for Kemper to just keep playing well and get up on this team because if we show them that we can come out and match their intensity and match their physicality as we roll to the end of the first quarter already.
1 quarter in the books. The Kemper Knights lead 7-0 over Central Lyon George Little Rock here in Class 2A playoff action. We're back after word from the sponsors on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 F.
Since 1984, Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time with signature butter burgers made with fresh, never frozen Midwest raised beef. Pair it with Wisconsin cheese curds and made daily fresh frozen custard. Now that's a winning combination.
Culver's famous custard is made fresh throughout the day, every day. With over 30 toppings to choose from, there is something for everyone. Grab a shake, malt, concrete mixer, or sundae. Find your favorite. Check out the flavor of the day online at culvers.com.
Culver's, welcome to delicious.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the New Way Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
To the left side, he throws back over the middle, and he's going to be hit as he was trying to get that one to Bider. He rolled to his left, turned, got his shoulder square, and actually let a rocket go towards Bider there.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to have to do a better job, and as we, talked about early in the game, that's probably the key to this game is giving him the time to throw the football because they're physical, they're aggressive, and they're going to get after him.
On 3rd and 8, Glenn checks into the huddle for the Kemper Knights. Vanami to the right, Glenn and Canny to the left side. Hoffman stands to the left side of Bating in the backfield. Tight formation to the left side. They'll leave an extra man in to block. They're going to throw this one up to Canny. Canny lowers his shoulder, spins the right way. He's going to have another first down, and it's all courtesy of that spin. He had the defender on his shoulder, and he spun away from him to get that extra yard.
Yeah, and they're going to give him the first down, but they certainly didn't give him a favorable spot. But it's going to be 1st and 10 as the Knights come right to the line. They want to keep this thing moving, make this game go quick.
Bating drops back, throws back over the middle, and coming up to get it was Canny. Did he get it? No. The official looked like he was running into market and then said he didn't get it. It did look like it might have skipped in from up here, too, as Canny lost his footing on his comeback route.
And again, Brock's having to run for his life and make those throws on the run, and they certainly can't let that happen because sooner or later one of those big guys is going to get to him, and that ain't going to be a good ending.
2nd down and 10. Glenn, Canny, and Biter all to the right side. That leaves Vanami alone on the left side. Bating wants to run the option with Hoffman. He's got good blocks up front. He tries to get around the edge. He does get around the edge. Now he puts his foot in the ground, dives forward to the 48-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first down on a pickup of 9 with the pitch.
Knight's probably going to go quickly to the line, but a good block there from his receiver position by Canny. I think it's number 8. Is that Jeffrey Raymond? He is all over the field. 185-pound sophomore linebacker.
3rd down and 1 yard to go from the right hash. Hoffman in the backfield with Bating. Wing back to the left side of the formation. Here's the snap. They give it to Hoffman. Hoffman's got the hole. He's got the first down pickup of 3. That's all he needed.
Good job opening that hole there by Hayden Vanami, John Anthofer.
Got their shoulder pads low and moved that defensive line back. Brings up 1st and 10, and the Knights back into Lion territory on the 49.
That's what Kemper needs to be able to do, is they got to be able to match the physicality with them. And they certainly did it on that. They needed 1 and got 3.
Knights lead by 7, 10:31 to play in the first half. Canny sets up on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield with Bating. Here's the snap. Bating wants to drop back. He's going to have to just throw this one up. And I think he was trying to get it to Lucas, who kind of ran an in route, but it ends up on the outside. Incomplete.
Zach Drenth, the big defensive end, again, was in there untouched, along with one of the linebackers, Cooper Schmidt. And Brock just had to throw that ball. That play had no chance.
It's almost one of those where you're going to have to leave a running back in to try to check.
Yeah, they're splitting Lucas out again. I thought they might keep him in to block.
2nd and 10. Bating drops straight back this time. He's going to air this one out long. Banami's waiting for it. He goes up. He has it. He's down at the 8-yard line. What a great job. 41-yard pass play to Banami, who high points it.
Yeah, he does such a good job of getting up in the air, but the defensive back was back there and was stride for stride with him, and Braxton just went up and took it away from him. Kemper going to have it 1st and 10 now for 1st and goal at the 6.
So the ball marked at the 6. They'll hand it to Hoffman. Hoffman's got a guy in front of him. He spins, and he's going to be down to the 3-yard line. He's still not on the ground. They're going to let him wrestle. It's like an old-fashioned rugby scrum down there.
Nobody runs harder than Jaron Hoffman in that situation. He had to cut right and then back a little bit left, but got everything out of it that he could. Got it down to the 3, so he got half of it. This is going to be a real telling tale here for the rest of this ball game. If Kemper can pound this in and just show that they can dominate that line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal with the ball on the 3-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bating stands to the left side of Hoffman. That play is going to be blown dead. We've got the official on the side throwing the flag.
I think we got a movement against Kemper most likely. Yep, illegal procedure.
So first penalty of the Knights will cost them 5. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 8.
Can't afford to make mistakes down here because the yards are going to be hard to come by inside. And That's one thing last week. Kemper played, almost a penalty-free game. It played a tremendous football game. No mistakes in critical situations. Still not in dire straits here as I got 3 downs to get it in the end zone. But
sometimes with this pass offense, a little breathing room is not a problem. Hoffman to the left side of Bading. Bading pulls it out. He throws it over the middle. Got Canny. Touchdown, 8 yards out.
Yeah, Carson ran a great route. Now, there's a flag that came out late. I'm not sure what that's going to be.
So we'll wait and see.
Hopefully unsportsmanlike conduct against the safety, but we'll see what they call. But that came out way late, way after the touchdown. Ah, crap, another mistake.
The Knights say an ineligible, or the Fish say, I'd like to know how somebody got downfield fast enough on that play. It was a pretty quick hitter.
Coach has got to be asking the same question because he took 2 steps back and fired it. So that's going to be another 5-yard penalty against the Knights. Still going to be second down. Now it's going to be second down and
13.
Goal, but
second down and goal from the 13-yard line for the Knights. Now he'll have to drop back 3 times before he fires a rocket to Canny. Bading stands back, fakes it to Hoffman. He wants to air this one out to Vanami. Vanami's being pushed out. There's the flag.
Absolutely. Yeah, if that flag came out immediately, there was no question about it.
The defender never looked back, put 2 hands on Vanami and pushed him out of the end zone.
2 hands, a couple shoulders, and an arm.
So you can go back 5 yards, but I think we can only go forward half the distance.
Yep. But isn't that an automatic first down? Yes. Nope, still second down.
It used to be, but I thought they changed it, but they always like to change the rules on us, you know. So back to second down and about the 7-yard line now. See if they go back to that touchdown play, a yard closer. Bading takes it, doesn't give it to it, throws it sideline, and this time no chance for Vanami to get out of the break. The ball coming a little too quick, the defender all over him again.
Yeah, he couldn't get separation on that. He had a nice cut, just couldn't get separation from the defensive back. So now it's going to be third and goal from the 6-yard line. So we'll see what the Knights do here. Say hello to somebody listening down in southern Missouri. Hello, JD and family.
So third down and 6. 2 receivers to the left. It's Glenn and Canny. 1 man to the right is Bading. Tregan lined up as the slot back. They look over the middle. That one's thrown to Glenn. He holds on to it. Now they rip it out late, but he was on the ground, and they call it a touchdown. The officials finally got his hands up. He was on the ground when it was ripped out. Touchdown, Kemper Knights.
That ball came out of Brock's hands like it was like a rifle shot, and I don't know how he caught that because there was 2 hands draped all over him. But as it is, it's 13-0 Knights now. 8:15 left here in the second quarter.
What a great job by Glenn. He kind of bobbled it because the defender's hand was in there, pinned it to himself with 1 hand, went to the ground, was laying on his back when they ripped it out. So the Knights with the 7-yard touchdown, and now Mayhall back on for a PAT. Snap's good. Kick is up, and the holder that time was Mason Reichs.
Yep.
So the Knights lead 14-0, 8:15 to play in the contest. You're listening to Playoff Football on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM. Back in 30 seconds.
Bruner, Reinhardt & Morton is a general practice law firm that's been providing highly ethical, professional, and dedicated legal services to their clients since 1936 in Carroll, Glidden, Coon Rapids, and Guthrie Center communities. Bruner, Reinhardt & Morton is a 4-attorney firm with a combined 97 years of experience. For more information, call Barry, Dave, Eric, or Jessica at 792-3480 or visit BrunerLegal.com.
From the Carroll Stadium, 8:15 to play. Kemper Knights on top of Central Line George Little Rock, 14-0 here in the first half. Tom Hawkamp along with Doug Waniger. And Doug, it's been an exciting one so far.
Yeah, Kemper's played well, made a couple of mistakes down there at the goal line, but nonetheless persevered and got the ball in the end zone. The bad news is Tate Barrett still on the side now, getting that thing taped up, getting his knee taped up. We need that kid in the lineup as Haigu gets set to kick off.
Igo puts a boot into it. It's a kind of a knuckleballer taken at the 10-yard line. The Knights need to cover this well. And they make one missed tackle. Now they're going to have a little scrum at the 30. They keep pushing this thing forward, which you're not supposed to be able to do in high school football. That takes it out to the 34, it looks like.
They are a little lenient with that. I think you can push the pile, but I talked to Dan Pomeroy about that very call because we know the rule, and he said that the union came out with a call with an email here a couple of weeks ago and just wanted to make sure that just don't allow them to put two hands on the runner's back and shove them that way. But
how can you see in that scrum who's pushing who?
I'm not quite sure how they can do that, but.
So the tush push is outlawed, but the scrum's all right.
Yeah,
First and 10 for Central Lyon, George Little Rock. They'll put two receivers one way, three to the other side. Dale's the lone man in the backfield. He's not afraid to run. Here's a man in motion, left to right across the formation. He wants to throw it to that guy, does. Gets it out front. The defense does a good job corralling him, and that is going to be a pickup of maybe 4 on the quick throw outside.
Yeah, they gave him a pretty good spot. The official coming in from the far side. We're trying to see who we got in there at linebacker now. It looks like we've got Ryan Lucas, the freshman, replacing the senior. So Ryan's a heck of a football player, but unfortunately he's not Tate Barrett. But we got to play through this. So
second down and 5 now for Central Lyon, George Little Rock. Sanders moves to inside linebacker. Man in motion. The Knights jump across, though.
Yeah,
a little rush on the far side there by Healy.
Yeah, Healy getting a little bit aggressive. He's pounding himself on the helmet. We don't want to let these guys back in the game. We've got them in a good spot now, 14-0. 7:18 left here in the second quarter.
Third penalty in the last 2 minutes of game time for the Kemper Knights. They were pretty clean up till then.
Completely clean last week, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So Central Lyon going to start first and 10 at the 30 or 40.
Ball's on the 44, right hash for Central Lyon. They work towards DMAC as we watch them.
One thing about this Kemper team, we do have a lot of depth, and even though, like I said, it falls off from Tate a little bit, we've got some really good football players out there. So,
score breaks throughout the game, brought to you by Drees Company, Eco Water Systems. 14-0, the Knights lead. Dale, the lone man in the backfield again, trips to the left side of the formation. Dale keeps it, wants to run forward. He bounces off. Now he's almost gets tackled by his own guy, and he'll wrestle out to the 49-yard line inside Knight territory. So a pickup of about 7 on the run.
Couldn't see. Is that number 9? Yeah, it looks like number 9 again. Brayton Alford in on the tackle, playing that outside linebacker position. But once again, you see this kid, he's running after contact about 3 or 4 extra yards each time he gets the football.
6 foot, 175-pound sophomore, showing why he's out there. Again, the only man back there. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Here comes a blitz by Lucas. Lucas gets a hand on him and does a great job getting him down at the line of scrimmage as Sanders comes up to finish him. Great job there by Lucas. Controlled the situation on a block, got to the tackle, and made it so no gain happened.
That's just an incredible play by a freshman to be able to have the vision to see what's going on there. He was on a run blitz and then saw Dale go to take off, and he chased him down, tackles him for about a 1-yard gain. So 3rd and 2 now at the Kemper 48-yard line. Big down for Kemper.
3-man front here for the Knights on this 3rd down and 2. Dale's still the only man in the backfield. They show blitz. Lucas wants to go left side, tries to pile it up. Dale runs across the pile. He's inside the 30-yard line before he's thrown down. They'll mark it at the 30, so a pickup of 18. The quarterback just taking control of this game.
Yeah, our interior line is not doing a good job of shucking the hands, and John Hobbrick's going to come in, give us a little bit more physicality and a little more size in there, but they're not doing a good job of getting rid of their blockers, and Dale's getting through there and getting so much momentum, he's running right past our linebackers.
He's going to line up, Hallbrook's going to line up as the outside linebacker here for the Knights. Dale, only man in the backfield. This time he will fake the handoff, and now he runs forward hard again. Bounces off of a tackler, and he'll be upended at the 24-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Yeah, Kemper's, again, that interior line's getting blown away. A great job by their offensive line to opening that hole, and Dale's just, kind of dropping back a step or two and then sees the hole and takes off.
When you lose your leading linebacker, you wonder how many play adjustments is he making out there to the difference he can see out there for this team defensively. 2nd down and 3 now for Central Lyon. They're not putting Michelle Michelet back in the backfield here with Saddam. So here's Dale running again.
He just
pushes through him, and he'll be down at the 11-yard line, I believe. Another pickup of 12.
Yeah, we're bringing Hoffman into the lineup now. Coach Steinkamp trying to find a lineup that's going to work, but as of now, nothing's working because they're same play over and over and over again. We just haven't been able to stop it.
Got some long snap practice going on, too, as that's what Barrett does for this team. So Igo actually goes in as the long snapper now. Dale, only man in the backfield again, takes the snap, fakes it to the left side, meets a Kemper Knight in the backfield, and this one's going backwards. What a great job. Pierce is mad, but he drove him backwards and let his buddies come take care of him, and it's going to be a loss of yardage on the play, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, that's not going to show up in the stat book for Kobe Pierce, but he made that happen. He got rid of his lineman, caused the interference, and it allowed, not sure if it was Lucas and Hoffman, to come in and clear up.
He's like, I had enough of this. Here we come, and got a shoulder on it.
Kipper needs 3 more plays like that now.
Coach Steinkamp signals in the plays. 2nd down and 12. Ball sits on the 13-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Dale, the only man in the backfield. Here's Ebert in motion. Snap to Dale. Dale wants to throw it. Now he wants to pull it down. Dale's going to be caught in the backfield again, and he's going to lose 2 more yards.
Nice job by Ryan Sundrup there. Kept his ground, didn't give, and made the tackle on that play. Pierce on that play again as well.
Dale looking at one of his wide receivers there, Maxwell, going, what the heck were you doing there?
Yeah, and I think they're calling timeout.
Timeout on the field. 2:46 to play in the first half. 14-0 Knights lead. We're back in 1 minute on KCIN.
Financial planning can be easy to avoid, but in these uncertain times, it should be your top priority. Now is the time to put Silverleaf Wealth Management on your team. Whether you want to plan for retirement, better manage your investment assets, or fund your kids' education, Silverleaf Wealth Management can help you discover, design, and implement a plan for pursuing your goals. Visit us online or schedule a consultation with me, Ann Slechta, today by calling or texting us at 712-775-2251. This is Silverleaf Wealth Management of Carroll, Iowa.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, 3rd generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community. And when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Tom Hawkamp, Doug Waniger. We've got listeners all over the nation tonight, Doug.
Yeah.
Leon Mulbauer down in Arizona. You said somebody's tuning in the Caribbean?
Yeah, my cousin Dean Heidoff listening down in the Caribbean.
A little better weather down there, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
It's a nice day here, though, for football. They're going to put Saddam in the backfield this time with Dale. It's 3rd and long. Dale rolls out to the right. The Knights just float over with him. The pass is thrown behind. He's ripped to the ground. Great job by Heinrichs pulling the receiver away from the pass. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Heinrichs was with him the whole way and made a really, really nice play on that.
So we know they've got a good field goal team. Is that who's trotting out here?
It looks like they're going to line up for a field goal. That will be a 19-17, 36-yard field goal.
Jeffy Raymond has hit a 45-yard field goal on the season.
Hopefully the Knights can get some penetration, maybe knock it down. Just don't jump off sides.
Here's the snap. The kick is screwed up. They're going to run a fake now, and they're going to throw it back across, and that one's going to fall incomplete. I don't know what happened. The snap looked good, but the kicker didn't take a good step or something, so the kick attempt, no good.
He looked confused on that because the holder was holding it down, and then he didn't come through.
It was like the holder was like, you going to kick this or not? And he didn't, and then everybody started running, and even the fire play didn't look that good.
It might have been that the snapper didn't know what was called because the kicker didn't come through. They did have a play called as the one player that I didn't catch the number ran out to the right, and then he threw it clear back across the top to the left, but Kipper's Tragan Viter had it perfectly defended, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Kemper on the 14.
2:37 to play in the first half. Knights pitch it out to Hoffman. Hoffman sets his foot in the ground, turns the corner, and dives forward for a pickup of 3 off the pitch. The Knights have not tried to run inside too hard, but they've worked the edges pretty well.
Yeah, that big size inside is kind of limiting them, but a good block there by John Antover to help Hoffman get the edge.
Kemper leads 14-0. The defense has been stout for the Knights, giving up a few yards but not giving up the big plays.
2:10 left in the second quarter.
Baiting with Hoffman to the left side, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll give it to Hoffman again. Hoffman trying to find a seam. Now he just has to dive forward for a yard, as that was all plugged up as he wanted to go on the inside like we just talked about.
Jephte Raymond, number 8, in on that tackle again. He's all over the field. And Kemper would really love to get a first down here to keep this clock running and not give Central Lyon another chance to score here before halftime.
Well, and right now the offense is the best defense as they're working out some changes and substitutions at that linebacker spot with Tate Barrett out on the bench.
Yeah, sad sight to see Tate sitting down here in the end of the bench by himself.
Coach Minahan comes running in with a bunch of knee braces, so maybe he made a coaching run there. Head basketball coach.
Hopefully they can.
The Knights going to run the clock down, call a timeout. 1:18 remains in the first half. 14-0 Knights lead. We'll take a break back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall in our house, and I'd like to get an estimate for roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who's going to replace a drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
What if we'd like to replace our siding?
Brinks has you covered.
Gutters? Doors?
Our name says it all. Brinks Exteriors is your headquarters for all things exterior, from start to finish.
Call 712-ROOF-PRO or visit BrinksExteriors.com.
Welcome back in Friday Night Football action from the Gatorade broadcast booth at the Carroll Football Stadium. Tom Hawkamp along with Doug Wandiger. Knights lead 14-0. 1:18 to play in the first. It is 3rd and 5 from their own 19-yard line.
Big down.
How reckless will the Knights get?
Look for Canny. Yep.
The play is blown dead rather quickly by Central Lyon George Little Rock. They saw something in that setup. They're like, hey, we're not liking that. We better get this timeout called. So they're going to visit about it. But so far, the Knights have done what they've needed. They've went through the air, and the air has answered here this evening for the Kemper Knights.
Yeah, I think you'll probably see them throw the football here at 3rd and 5. They want to keep the football if they at all possibly can.
I have 14 pass attempts for the Knights, 4 for Central Lyon George Little Rock, and that might be 3 more than I expected to see in the first half.
Well, against this Kemper defense, we do play the run pretty well normally, and what happened on that last series, I don't think if Barrett was in there, I don't think it probably would have happened, but we've got some young kids that are going to adjust and, got kind of thrown in there, so I don't think you'll see that happen again as the game goes on, or at least I hope you don't, but this is a big down here, 1:18 left. If Kemper can get a first down here and possibly get a couple of shots to throw some long balls, maybe get another touchdown on the board before the end of the half, that would go a long way to setting us up for the second half.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Knights trot out just a hair bit different formation. 2 receivers to the right. Put a man in motion. That's Lucas. Baiting's going to roll that way into some pressure. He throws it back to Lucas. Lucas makes the catch, and he is going to battle forward for the first down. Great job there by Lucas.
What a job. That's the second time he's come through with a big catch on 3rd down, made a big play, turned it upfield, and stretched his long body out and picked up the first down. So that's a big play for Kemper, because even if they don't score, hopefully it keeps the ball out of the hands of the Central Lyon Lions.
3rd catch of the night for Lucas. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. How aggressive will the Knights be here, up 14? Baiting drops back, fakes it to the right side, wants to throw to Vanami on the other side. Vanami has it, dives forward to the 40. What a job there. Threw it out in front of him. He went and got it. 33-yard pitch and catch.
Yeah, Coach Steinkamp's yelling at the official. They were holding him all the way up the field, but Braxton shed his hands. 45 seconds now, clock running.
Man in motion is Lucas, right to left. Baiting wants to roll that way. Now he steps up, he's got some room. He's going to throw this one high and out of play. It's funny because down the field there was a tackle on the receiver.
Yeah, that's the Tragan Biter. He gave his guy a little ride there, but smart play there by Brock Baiting. There was nothing there.
Stop the clock, regroup with 35 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, live for another down. So, and we've got 2nd down now in still 10, but the clock is the big challenge now with only 35 seconds left. But Kemper's capable of striking very quickly.
First and 10, ball on the 39-yard line inside Central Lyon territory.
We still have 2 timeouts left, I believe.
Glenn and Kenny to the left. They'll put a man in motion. That was Binder inside. Here's Bading rolling out. He's got some room. He's just going to take off, step, and slide. He should have just went out of bounds, but now a timeout going to be called.
Yeah, Brock's got to know that one. He's got to just run that out of bounds. Stop the clock. That cost us a timeout.
So 22 seconds left. A 5-yard run there by Bading.
Brock's beating himself on the helmet, too. He knows that he made a mistake on that one. But, okay, it's 3rd and 5.
Coach saw that he was beating himself up, so he just gave him a tap on the hat and says, well, we'll just go get it this next play here. So 25 seconds remain here in the first half. Knights lead 14-0. They've pretty well controlled the ball game. Central Lions moved the football, but has stalled out once they've got inside the 20 each time they've moved it. So that Knights defense, a bend, don't break style, has worked pretty well here this evening, and the offense has been able to move the ball through the air. We'll see if they don't decide to try to throw this one up against Benami, because Central Lyon George Little Rock refuses to put the safety over on that side with trips to the other side.
Yeah, and if nothing else, even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a penalty like we did the last time, because they were holding them on this one here. That one wasn't called, but the one down in the end zone before was. So
one timeout left here for the Knights. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Ball is on the 34-yard line. You can see a quick out type of play here.
I think that's what you'll see. I think Kemper's going to try to get the first down with a quick out.
Glenn and Canny to the left side. This is a prevent defense out there by Central Lyon George Little Rock. They only rushed 3. Bading pulls it back down. Somehow he had some glue on his hand. He wants to run for a first down. He slides and gets jumped on, and he is going to be down a yard short.
Now we got.
See if Central Lyon calls a timeout, or we just let this thing run down and think about kicking it.
Yeah, they're going to let it run. I certainly would think we would try to
timeout called with 1 second. So you get to decide what you want to do here.
Yeah.
Hail Mary style, or coming up, we do have the Motor Inn Player of the Game at the end of the game. We've got lots of guys that are going to be in on that one. Braxton Vanami, one of the guys that you got to talk about. Lucas stepping in and having an outstanding game today. Brock Bading's throwing the ball well defensively. You've got Kent Sanders stepping in, doing a great job. Also, Kobe Pierce. We've called that guy's name a lot tonight in this run game for Central Lyon there. He's been part of what slowed him down.
Yeah, Kobe's done a nice job. He plays that position in the middle where, like I said, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But if he does his job and opens the holes for the linebackers to come flying through, he's done exactly what coaches and the team has asked him to do.
Coming up after the ball game from 10 to midnight, we do have the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show, so make sure you tune in for that. I'm going to catch up with head coach Ryan Steinkamp at the conclusion of this one, get his thoughts and feelings on how things went here. So far, it's got to be feeling pretty good. 4th down and 1. The offense trots back out there. Brock Bading is alone in the backfield. The only thing you don't want is a pick 6 right here.
Just do your job, offensive line, protect him and give him
5 men back for Central Lyon George Little Rock, and no protection for Bading. He's just going to throw this one up, and that one's going to fall incomplete at the 5. And Brock Bading gets hit hard at the 50.
Yeah, that's Jack Kroll in there again. He's
a 3-man rush against 5 guys, and it was 2 guys chasing Bading on that one. We've played a half of football here. The Kemper Knights 14, Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions 0. We're going to step away, come back with the Culver's Halftime Show. You're listening to 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat, at Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports. And we love the opportunities to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Looking to boost your brand? Top Loft makes it easy with custom online stores for businesses, sports teams, and organizations. Enhance your brand's visibility with a tailor-made store showcasing your logo, colors, and designs. Enjoy endless customization options. Choose styles, colors, and add your unique touch to every product. Plus, their streamlined ordering system ensures a smooth experience for you and your customers. Elevate your brand with Top Loft in downtown Carroll or visit toploftclothing.com and start building your online store today. Choosing the DMAC Carroll campus is a smart choice. The DMAC Carroll campus offers a quality education at an affordable price, student organizations to get involved and have some fun, supportive staff who will help you each step of the way, and expert faculty waiting to share their knowledge and experiences with you. Kickstart your education today at the Carroll DMAC campus. Call them at 712-792-1755. DMAC, life's calling.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Hello, this is Dr. Michael Dirks, orthopedic surgeon with St. Anthony's. I'm excited to have joined the team here at St. Anthony's, your local sports injury experts. We perform knee arthroscopy with ACL reconstruction and meniscus repair, as well as shoulder arthroscopy with rotator cuff and labral repair. If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, give us a call so we can get you back to the playing field or back to the activities that you love doing.
St. Anthony Orthopedics, located on the St. Anthony campus. St. Anthony Regional Hospital. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Back here to the Gatorade broadcast booth, live high above the Carroll Athletic Stadium. Tom Hawkamp with Doug Philmeyer. Doug Philmeyer. It says Bill Meyer up there. And I don't know where I was going. They're handing out awards down here. I read Bill Meyer. Who knows what I'm up to? So I just made it up as I was going. How about Doug Waniger?
I've been called worse.
Yeah. Not tonight, we're not going to do that. But we're here in the Culver's halftime show. Culver's celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Knights lead 14-0 at the break over Central Lion George Little Rock. And we knew that the Lions were going to come out and run the ball, and that is what they have done. Unofficial first half stats for the Lions, 20 carries, 74 yards. But what's maybe surprising, 15 of those carries have been the quarterback here this evening for the Lions.
Yeah, the Kemper defense, Coach Steinsham's done a good job. They keyed on the running back who has the yards coming into the game, and the quarterback. Give him credit. I think it's Dale. He's just he's stepping back and taking a look at where the hole's at and going.
So Dale, 15 carries, 67 yards. Has not done very well through the air. 2 for 4 for 13 yards. So the air game has not been there. They've dropped a couple passes, just couldn't get things going. Central Lion George Little Rock did have 2 penalties that cost them 12 yards here this evening. For the Kemper Knights, the air game has been where it is, kind of a change of pace, really. They've been able to throw the ball well, but usually it's on the backside of the run. Tonight they've ran the ball for a total of 33 yards. They've thrown it for 175.
Yeah, and a couple of those were scrambles from Brock Bating, but they've bottled up Hoffman pretty good, which I kind of expected that they would just because of the way that their defense is built and the way they play the game. But look for Kemper to try to run the ball maybe a little bit more in the second half.
You know what kind of surprises me? The Knights have ran 29 plays. Central Lion has ran 24. It seems as though the Knights had the ball quite a bit more, but the clock stopped and they just were moving it. So
well, they had that one drive. Well, the second drive that they had, and they had when Barrett got hurt, and they had several plays on that possession.
Before Barrett got hurt, though, he did start the scoring for the Kemper Knights tonight. 8:06 on the clock, a 1-yard touchdown run for Tate Barrett. PAT was good, 7-0. The Knights went up. Then 8:15 in the second quarter, a 7-yard pass from Bading to Glenn. PATs have both been good for Mayhall, 14-0 Kemper, and that's where we sit. The Knights, are sitting over there in the end zone, readjusting that defensive setup right now. Who's going to fill in that middle linebacker spot? It looks like it'll be Kent Sanders.
Yeah.
Move him over from outside, put him on the inside. Who can fill that outside spot as good as Kent would?
Yeah, well, you've got a couple of guys that are going to do it. What they're really wanting to figure out is how to stop that interior run, because that's where they've hurt us. Now, if we can get far enough into this game where they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit more, it won't matter. Now, Kemper gets the ball, I believe, to start the second half.
They do.
Yeah,
they deferred
the
to start, so they'll start with the ball, and that's why that score at the end, if they could have got something there, would have been a big, big deal for the Kemper Knights, but they were unable to. We do got the pep band out there, marching band, excuse me, helping out at halftime.
They do a nice job, and, of course, we got number 8, Logan Ryle, who comes from the football team over to play, what is it, a baritone or something? Not quite sure. It's not
maybe a coronet.
Coronet, there you go. That's the word.
Look at us.
I don't know my
well-versed.
I know what a piano and a drum is, and that's about as far as it goes.
Well, it is halftime here. We're going to check in on a few other scores from around the area, but the Kemper Knights are on top of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, 14-0. We're back in 3 minutes on KCIM.
For more than 40 years, Culver's has brought you fresh, never frozen deliciousness. And since 2012, we have been proud to serve the Carroll community. From mouth-watering burgers to our one-of-a-kind custards, our goal at Culver's is simple. Satisfy your hunger with the highest quality products delivered to you with a smile. Whether you are a coach, player, or parent, Culver's is the perfect destination to build team spirit. Come celebrate 12 years in Carroll with us.
Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
Congratulations to the Kemper Knights for their amazing season. Having a winning team takes hard work, dedication, practice, and a lot of planning. At Helber Enterprises, they recognize that these same attributes are what it makes to have a successful farm operation. At Helber Enterprises and Sukup Manufacturing, help you maximize your full potential by planning ahead for the 2025 season. Call 712-658-2141 today to take advantage of their winter discounts and save on all your storage needs. Together, they too can help you build a winning team. Go Knights.
Welcome to our home.
So why are you selling your home?
Well, let's just say it's a bit haunting. I mean, daunting to think about shoveling all the snow for the winter, so I'm moving to a condo.
What room's this?
Well, it's where we keep the...
I think I'm going to go now. I'm going to call the Mid-Iowa team.
Let your Mid-Iowa team show you homes for sale or list your home. We have the buyers and not so spooky homes just for you. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate.
Feld Security of Carroll is the choice of homeowners and business professionals for your home and business protection. They choose Feld Security because of the local and prompt service, 24/7 technician support, and the ability to control their security from their mobile device. That makes keeping your property safe even easier. A professional Feld representative can help you create a protection plan for your home or business, no matter what you're trying to protect. They've got you covered. Feld Security of Carroll, proud sponsors of our local schools.
KCIM, Western Iowa weather.
Mainly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 37. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Slight chance for showers tomorrow. High 58, more clouds and sun. Storms likely tomorrow night. Lows around 45, cloudy. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. See the full forecast and the Brinks Exteriors radar at 1380kcim.com. Right now, it's 48 degrees.
Welcome back here to halftime, courtesy of our friends at Culver's. Welcome to Delicious, celebrating 40 years in business, 12 years right here in Carroll. It is Culver's. Let's take a look at some of the area scores here at the break, as we do have 4 local teams in action. At the half, Mount Vernon leads the Carroll Tigers 21-0. On the other side of that pot, it's Algona 35, Harlan 0. Pod B has MOC Floyd Valley and Sergeant Bluff Luton. Sergeant Bluff Luton leads 14-10. Nevada leads Bishop Heelan last time we saw 7-0. Kemper over Central Lyon, George Little Rock. That's the game we have for you right here, 14-0. On the other side of it, it's West Lyon against Western Christian. West Lyon leads 21-0. 8-man action. Lennox is on top of Arweva, 28-6 late in the second. Audubon on top of Woodbine, 34-12. That is also late in the second. Emmitsburg on top of South Hardin, 13-12. That'd be a heck of a ball game to be watching tonight. And that's just a few of the scores we can catch up around on the playoff.
I missed the Carroll score.
Mount Vernon 21, Carroll 0 at the half.
You know, you and I were talking about the playoff matchups earlier in the game. You know, that's a long ride over there for Carroll, over 3 hours, because it's on the other side of Cedar Rapids.
You know, they talk about regionality, and then they do something like that, and it's just like, what kind of region are you talking about? Is Iowa the region? Because all the teams are in there, you know. So, like, we can do that if you want.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to make heads or tails out of it.
You know, we talk about Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up later. We'll announce it. It'll get posted on all of the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network's web pages. You know, one guy that maybe is flying a hair bit under the radar tonight but has done a good job is Ryan Lucas. He's stepped in offensively. He's got himself 3 catches for 26 yards. And then we see the young freshman in there defensively trying to help get this Knights team through that second quarter.
Well, and 2 of those were really big catches on third down situations. Now, one of them didn't lead to a touchdown, but that it allowed us to keep possession of the ball and keep the ball out of the hands of Central Line George Little Rock going into halftime.
And another guy that's really nice to see back out there, especially if you're Brock Baden, is Braxton Benami.
Yeah.
He has been a good guy to throw it up to, and he's went and got it, and he's fought through a lot of contact on some of them.
Yeah, they've had their hands all over him. He drew the pass interference play on the one. Very athletic, like you said, does a really, really good job of just going out and getting the ball at its peak. And he's had a nice night, but having him back in the lineup is a big one for Kemper.
The way he does it, it'd be interesting to guard him. I wouldn't be able to stay close to him, but like the defenders are looking at him, and they're not even sure he's going up for the ball. He does a good job of not giving that away, so they get their hands up in the way. He just goes up and gets it when it gets there.
Yeah, no, he's a quick jumper and great hands. So, you know, the receiving core that Kemper's had for the last couple of years, obviously not taking anything away from Brock because he's putting the ball in the money, but had some really good ones last year, and these kids have really come along well this year. You know, we talked about Braxton. He got hurt. You know, he missed a few games last year, but boy, when he gets in his groove, he's really, really good. Of course, Carson, I don't know that there's any better receiver in this area than Carson Canyon in terms of finding, but you mentioned again Lucas, you know, steps in and makes big catches. So the other one is our back, Jaron Hoffman coming out of the backfield can catch the football. So we got some guys that can catch the ball. The big thing will go again here in the second half will be protecting Beatty, giving him a chance to make the throws.
Make sure no big runs happen from the Central Line George Little Rock team, too. You can take a few explosive plays. If you listen to Coach Steinkamp before the game, he said they're going to get some yards. Like, they're a good team. They're going to get yards. We can't get down. We just got to line up and play the next play. Yep. And that's what they have done here tonight. And when they get in the red zone, they turn them away.
Yeah, we've got enough kids that can, you know, pick each other up. If somebody goes down, we got somebody else that we can put in there. Or, you know, if somebody makes a mistake, we got somebody else that we can say, hey, let's try him there. So Coach has done a good job of rotating them around. Hopefully they found a way to stop that quarterback. That's basically just a quarterback draw is all it is.
Yeah, he fakes like one step, a little delayed draw. Sometimes he acts like he's going to throw it. He's thrown it 4 times, so he might think about it again. But one thing that could be interesting, if this gets close, the Central Line George Little Rock does have a kicking game, where the Kemper Knights, they have one, but it's not going to be a long distance.
Yeah, we don't have the length. We don't have the length on it. We're not going to kick it 40 yards, that's for sure. But now, last year, if you remember right, we were up on Central Line up there, and that was a much better Central Line team, and they came back and really took it to us in the third and especially the fourth quarter. These kids have been there before. I mean, they were runner-up state champions last year. They were state champions 3 years ago. They were in the game in the Dome 2 years ago. They've been there year after year after year. So they're going to be well coached. They're going to go in, make adjustments. They're going to come back for this second half. So Kemper's got to do the same. This game is anything but over.
You know, one guy we didn't talk about a lot, but he has done a very good job, Brock Baiting. There's been a few times he's been on a dead sprint, seen the hole, stepped in the hole, made a throw. Like that stuff, he makes it look easy, but it is not easy. Getting your shoulders squared, getting some, you know, emphasis on that pass to get it to the receiver.
Well, especially when you got the 240-pounders coming at you and ready to lay the wood to you. He's still trying to make the throws, and that's tough. I mean, he made a throw last week to Braxton in the back of the end zone, and that was the deciding factor. I was down between him and and Jaron Hoffman for player of the game. And it's like he made that throw from right over here, rough about where the officials stand, and maybe a little bit deeper, and put it right on the money as he was running out of bounds and had to throw back across his body right under the goalpost. So, yeah, he can get it done. There's no doubt about it. And we get him for another year, so that's even more exciting.
You've been listening to the Culver's Halftime Show, celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. We'll take a break, come back with second half action. Kemper Knights 14, Central Lyon George Little Rock 0 here on KCIM.
Since 1984, Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time with signature butter burgers made with fresh, never frozen Midwest raised beef. Pair it with Wisconsin cheese curds and made daily fresh frozen custard. Now that's a winning combination.
Culver's famous custard is made fresh throughout the day, every day. With over 30 toppings to choose from, there is something for everyone. Grab a shake, malt, concrete mixer, or sundae. Find your favorite. Check out the flavor of the day online at culvers.com.
Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
It is a pleasure to have you back here in the Gatorade broadcast booth as we get set for second half action. The Kemper Knights are set to take the kick, and you may want to pay a little extra attention here so nothing silly happens where Central Lyon George Little Rock tries to get a little momentum on this for opening kickoff.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't put anything past them on that.
Knights lead 14-0.
We got Gifford and is that Canny back, I'm guessing? You know, I just saw Carson and several of the other seniors come over to Tate here as he was walking along the sideline, came over and gave him a hug and fist bump, and you can only imagine, said, we're going to get it for you, bud. So
Central Lyon George Little Rock set to kick off to open the second half.
Canny and Gifford are back.
Raymond will put a boot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick. Gifford waits for it at the 9. He'll take it, works up the right side, puts a foot in the ground. He's got one man to beat. He gets around him. He's out to the 25. Now he's going to be tucked down, brought down at the 26-yard line.
What a juke move he put on the one guy, but the next one wasn't having anything of it. And they that was a good hard tackle, so Kemper's going to have it on the 26. But,
first and 10, left hash here for the Kemper Knights.
It'll be interesting to see how Kemper comes out now. Are they going to go maybe try to establish the run, or are they going to go right back to the bread and butter and run pass the football?
Step on the gas and run the score up if you can, or trying to get this clock ran down and just keep moving it. That's the question here. Fading, takes the snap, fakes it to Hoffman. He wants to throw it deep. Oh, this one is a duck, and it is going to fall incomplete. That one got hit. He was in and surrounded by a lot of the defenders. It looked like a run blitz that kind of got picked up. They didn't get to him clean, but they were able to reach through a offensive lineman and get a hand on that throw.
Yeah, Kemper getting greedy, wanting to go long on that first play, and they've got to realize Brock's not going to have time to throw, so we're going to have to go with the underpasses, get rid of the ball quickly.
Pistol formation, Hoffman to the left side of Bading. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Bading puts it in the belly of Hoffman. Hoffman lowers his shoulder, dives forward across the 30. He'll be out to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 6 for Hoffman, who he had 9 carries, 27 yards in the first half, and expect him to get a few more here in the second.
Good lead block by the sophomore lineman, Preston Benami. It's big down here. They're all big at this point in the season. 3rd and 4.
The Knights will stack Bider and Canny on the left side. Two receivers wide to the right. Bading drops back. Looks out to Canny on the out route. Canny has it at the 39. It'll be a first down.
He's money.
And a pickup of 7.
Carson is money. He runs great routes, has great vision, knows exactly where to go, and Brock found him on the out pattern right here in front of the Kemper bench. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They've dropped it off to Canny a couple times. We'll have to see if maybe at some point the defense comes off and they drop it over the top to Bider. They're lined up the same way. This time they give it to Hoffman. Hoffman puts a foot in the ground, tries to get to the edge. He runs into a lot of resistance, gets to the 42, so he finds himself 4 yards.
Yeah, there was nothing there in the middle, so Jaron just stepped it outside, picked up 4 yards. It's going to be second down and 6 now for Kemper, but doing what they got to do.
Ball stays on the left hash. The Knights work towards DMAC, so the north end zone.
You just tuned in. Kemper up 14-0, just getting started here in the second half.
Braxton wide to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Bading gives it back to Hoffman. Hoffman gets out to the edge and gets around the corner, and that is going to be a pickup of 6.
Good job by John Andover. Got a good block as the coach is over here again. Taking their football pretty serious at Central Lion George Little Rock as Kemper owning that line of scrimmage right now.
1st and 10 now for the Knights on their own 49, trying to get across midfield. Baiting with Hoffman to the left. They stack everybody up on the left side. 2 receivers to the right. They want to throw it quick. Now Baiting's trying to dodge. He's got to get hit, and he'll be brought down. A loss of 1 for Brock Baiting there. Is a little dangerous waving that ball around because he really wanted to get it out to his receivers.
Brock is going to be seeing Jack Kroll in his sleep tonight. He has been on Brock time after time after time. They've got to figure out a way to block the 6'3", 225-pound linebacker. Defensive end.
Second down and 10 for the Kemper Knights. Pistol formation. Baiting takes the snap. They blitz off the edge. It's picked up. They'll throw it out to Canny. Canny can't grab it. He tried to fingertip it as it was well inside of him, and he almost pulled it in, but it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, that was almost a dangerous play because Carson was on his back, and the ball just kind of hung in the air a little bit. Number 3, the safety that was over there, almost picked that off the ground before it fell to the ground.
3rd down and 10 for the Kemper Knights. Benami's wide right, single coverage. They'll run a safety over to the left side. Now they drop the safety to the right side. They want to throw this one deep. Baiting's trying to get out of it, and he got corralled and couldn't do it. He held on to that one just a little too long, and I think he knew it. The clock went off, and he just had no place to go.
Yeah, on that case, that was just a place of just pure muscle, and John Antover just had his hands full with number 75, Zach Drent, 6'3", 230.
There was a lot of contact downfield as the receivers were trying to get. There was a pile-up of people, and I think that threw it off on the left side.
They have been letting a lot of contact go with the receivers.
Trying to get an extra man out here. Here's another one of those changes that you try to correct. Igo is the long snapper now. He gets a good snap. The kick is off, and it's a nice end-over-end punt. Takes him back to the 15. Gifford was back there. Now they got to chase him down. This is a good running back, and
He's
Elbert. He's out to the left side, and he is gone down the sideline. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone he'll go. That's what you were trying to avoid, a big play, but Elbert is going to take it 90 yards on the punt return for the touchdown.
Yeah, there was a questionable block in the back that sprung that loose. They didn't call it, but nonetheless, it's going to be about a 75-yard touchdown run for Central Lion George Little Rock, and they're right back in the ballgame.
He caught that one and turned right around at the 10 and took off the other way, and the Knights could not find a way to get him.
But that's the strength of a team like this. You know, they're not going to quit. They're very well conditioned. They're very strong physically, and they know how to play the game of football.
Central Lion George Little Rock runs the swinging gate. They'll bring everybody over to kick this one. Koob is the PAT kicker. Snap's good. Kick is up.
Looks good.
And good. So the special teams play gets Central Lion George Little Rock back into the ball game on the big punt return by Ebert. And now it'll be what can the Knights do to respond as the offense just came off. They're not going to have much of a chance to change things too much.
This is where our seniors need to take hold of this team and say, listen, guys, let's get this thing back. We got this game to win. It's ours to win. Let's get this momentum back and make it happen. But as you saw on that last stand, their defensive linemen were just pushing our offensive linemen straight backwards. They were going to get to Brock Baiting, and we've got to figure that out.
You know, maybe you set up, see if you got some quick screens. We saw some pitches early on. See if they go back to that, trying to get to the edge and make those guys soften up on that hard inside rush.
Now we got a flag. They're not happy with Coach Steinkamp being out on the field. He's trying to get his crowd and his fans back into this game and his team into this game because they're definitely flat right now. We cannot let Central Lyon turn the tide here.
Now the official's yelling back at him. He says, all right, I got it. You got the point now. Coach has not been happy with this umpire on this side all game.
Well, I'd like to see that call that was back there on that kickoff because I was sure they were going to throw a flag, but did not. And then, boom, he goes 75 yards for a touchdown.
Here's an egg of a kick, going to be fielded and just jump down. You want to corral that one and get down. It's a good job.
Ryan Sundrup
up there. Yeah, you don't want that one to do something silly, so just grab it, get down, let the offense come out and do their thing.
Well, let's see if the Knights can come back here now like they did in that first half and own that line of scrimmage. But there's a couple of guys up there for Central Lyon that are going to have something to say about it. Drent, Jack Kroll.
You got Sam Christensen up there. He's headed to Augustana to play ball next year, the senior. So Hoffman stands in pistol formation. They're going to put Lucas in motion out to the left side. They want to throw it back to Biter. Biter's got a little wide receiver screen. He's got some yardage, and he'll be brought down at the 34-yard line.
Really
that's a pickup of 10.
Really nice play. Good play call by the Knights. Got it out quickly. Kind of a screen play. And Biter took it for 10 yards. So we just got to get that momentum back.
So 1st and 10 now for the Knights. Ball has been moved out to the 34. Baiting, asks for it, takes the snap, fakes it to Hoffman, throws it over to Canny on the quick slant. Canny's got another first down. Give him 12.
That's got to be Kemper's game. We got to get rid of the ball quick. Our offensive linemen can't handle their defensive linemen. You get rid of it quick, and we can make the play. So first down at the Kemper 46-yard line. So 2 plays and 2 passes and 2 first downs.
Knights trucking, not going with the long plays right now, just hitting those short ones, trying to see if they can't widen the linebackers out a little bit, maybe bust the run up the middle here shortly.
Yeah,
Baiting does have some wheels, too.
We haven't had that play to Canny over the middle much either.
2 receivers to the right. They give it to Hoffman this time. Hoffman wants the left side. He's going to lower his shoulder, and then he'll be pushed out of bounds. Picks up 7 on the run.
Yeah, another good play call by the Knights, but a good step aside there by Hoffman. The lane inside that he wanted wasn't there, so he jukes a little bit to the left and right here in front of the Kemper bench on the west side of the field.
Baiting faked the pass, which I think froze the linebackers for a minute, trying to think about chasing that down. 2nd down and 3. 3-3 front, and we've got a man across. I thought they weren't going to call it. The guy's like, hey, I'm not there. Well, your head went across, as we can see right down the football here.
Good hard count, and that's a big play because it gives us a first down at the 41-yard line. If we could just break this momentum that Central Lyon has with a touchdown here, would really be a big response by the Knights.
Ball now on the 39-yard line of Central Lyon, George Little Rock. Knights are driving, trying to answer back the big punt return. Here's the snap to Baiting. He drops back left side, throws it short. That's going to be Canny. Catches it, picks up 7, maybe 8 on the play.
You put it in the vicinity of Carson Canny's hands, he's going to catch it, but it was just another out pattern. And you mentioned earlier they might be looking to take that up the field now because he's taken him out 3 or 4 times in a row. Sooner or later, they're going to take Carson over the middle.
Canny and Biter wide right. Vanami to the left. Lucas on the edge, wing back formation. They'll hand it to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to follow a block. He's just being patient inside. They've got the first down. Give him 4 on the run.
Yeah, nice job in there blocking. Hoffman running the John Andover with a nice block there, but Hoffman, like you said, really, really patient with his run, and then when that hole's there, he's hitting it, and he's not trying to get the big yards, it's just getting the yards that are there, so it's going to be 1st and 10, Kemper on the 29.
Offense can be the best defense right here for the Knights. Ball on the left hash. They take the snap, hand it to Hoffman. Hoffman has a seam. He'll get up the middle, picks up a good gain as he is up to the 22, another 6, maybe 7 on the carry.
Our O-line was getting tired of getting pushed around and responding now. Had several nice plays where nice yards, nice holes were there. 2nd down and 4.
Still playing from the left hash, pistol formation. They'll take the snap, give it to Hoffman this time again. He's just patient right behind the big guys, puts his hand on them and drives forward. And he's going to get 4 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Reed Steiger that time, along with, it was Reed Steiger got the big block on there, and Kemper's keeping that clock running. Now 6:30 left in the game. Really not a factor yet, a lot of time, but more importantly, gaining a little momentum and maybe taking the wind back out of the sails that the Central Lyon had gotten on that punt return.
Knights lead 14-7. Central Lyon goes into a 5-man front now with Hoffman running. Here's a quick pass through the hands of Canny. It was almost picked off. That was one of the few that you'll see sneak through the hands of Canny, and luckily it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, Carson's going to beat himself up for that one because he should have had it. Brock threw a dart. That was the pass play that we've been looking for when we said they were taking him outside. Sooner or later they're going to go inside. They had it, just weren't able to execute it.
Defender a couple yards off on the backside. Would have been a race to the end zone for Canny. 2nd and 10 now. Hoffman to the right side of Bading. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Bading takes the snap, drops straight back. They've got a lot of pressure. Looked like it was going to be a screenplay. Bading rolls out to the right side, airs this one out to Binder, and it's going to fall ahead in front of him by a couple yards. And Bading takes another hit, and they are allowing some late hits. I know Bading's jumping up and throwing it, and then they're contacting him and taking it to the ground. But in the NFL, they'd be throwing flags all day.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're letting that happen because that was well after the play. Brock was on the run and just couldn't quite get rid of it in a manner to be able to create the completion.
Brock's over talking to the coach what he wants to see ran, and they'll send in the play, and he'll bring it up.
So it's 3rd and 10 now, 6:02 left here in the third quarter. 3rd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They ran the ball to this point. Bading takes the snap, looks to the left side, fakes the pass. Now he wants to throw end zone. He throws into a lot of coverage, and that one's almost picked off. There was quadruple Lions to one Knight there.
Yeah, that's a pass you don't want to throw because there's nothing good going to come out of that one. So Kemper now going to line up for what I think is a really long field goal. It's going to be 19 and 70, 36-yard field goal.
26.
36.
10 is 36, yeah.
So, come on, Charlie.
So Mayhall sets up for a 36-yard. Snap's good. Kick is up. It's floating and good. He sneaks it through. He might have had 3 more yards on it, but a 36-yard field goal by Mayhall.
At least that answers that touchdown, and now Knight's trying to get their crowd back into it. Not a big student section for the Knights tonight. But that makes the score 17-7 with 5:53 left here in the third quarter.
So 17-7, Knights on top in this Class 2A second round playoff football game. Winner is heading north. That's pretty well going to break down either way, as West Lyon, last time we looked, was on top of Western Christian rather handedly. And either way, unless Western Christian has a big comeback in them. But that's a tough district. District 1 up there has been represented at the state tournament in Class 2A 4 years running.
In the championship
championship game.
Yeah.
So that is a tough district. And, you go ahead and you beat each other up all season. And then you go out and play the playoff game against each other.
Tom, we got the kickoff coming here, and here's another place where Barrett's usually one of the first guys down the field on this kick. Somebody has got to step up here and make a tackle.
Igo puts this one into the air towards the left side. They're going to watch it bounce. He picks it up at the 4. Got to cover the kick here. He gets to the sideline, and he'll be circled around out of bounds at the 11. Good job covering it. Good job putting it to the corner. And now we've got a late flag on the play, and Coach Steinkamp is happy about it, so I'm guessing it's going on the Lions.
Yeah, somebody must have said something. I didn't see him do anything, but that ball was in the hands of the same guy. I think that just ran that punt return back, if I remember right.
That flag came from the middle of the field, headed right at Coach.
But it's getting a little chippy out there. I'd like to see the Knights just lay the lumber in those situations. There was a couple kids, won't say who, but just kind of tried to hand tackle. It's like you got a chance to really put a mark on somebody. They're going to do it to you. You want to make sure that you respond with that physicality.
So a personal foul, late hit out of bounds on Central Lyon George Little Rock. So they had the ball out to the 16-yard line, so that'll move it down to the 8-yard line. So an 8-yard penalty.
These guys here at Central Lyon, George Little Rock, they take their football seriously. They got 4 coaches in this little booth next to us.
And they are loud, so at some point you hear them, we do apologize. Dale is in the backfield now with Saddam.
Let's contain Dale.
You know they're going to try to keep this run game going. Knights lead by 10.
We got Jaron Hoffman in there now as a middle linebacker, along with Kent Sanders. They've gone to more of a 5-2.
Motion by the tight end over to the right side. They're going to give it to Saddam coming back on a counter. He's caught in the backfield, but he's going to fall over a couple guys and pick up maybe just a yard on the play. They'll give him 2.
Good job by Braden Alford. Alford folding in on that. He's one of the starting linebackers. Big, strong kid, weighs about 200 pounds, so he's not going to give up anything.
So the Knights made some adjustments here. First time we've seen them defensively since the break. 5:20 to play in the ball game. 17-7 Knights lead. In the third quarter, Knights lead 17-7. Dale in the backfield with Saddam to the right side. Man in motion over to the right side. Dale keeps it this time. He's going to follow a blocker. He's got a pulled guy now. Dale's off to the races. He's got one man to beat. Now Bider's got to run him down. Here comes a hustle. What a job. Speedster from the backside. I believe that was Sean Healy.
What a play. That's going to be the play of the game. But again, Kemper has just got to do a better job. That's just a simple quarterback draw, and we're losing containment on him. As Healy now wanting to come out of the game. I don't know if he pounded his knee when he made that tackle, but what a great hustle play by Sean Healy.
I'm guessing he landed on a foot the way he tackled him there. So Dale rips off 38, and he's out to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line on their side of the 50. Central line puts that tight end in motion, wing back over to the left side. They fake it to Saddam. Same play for Dale. He wants to dance around to the backfield, and he does so, picks up 5.
Yeah, I don't know if we're just not keeping our eyes on him or what, because everybody's going with the running back, but Dale just pulls the ball, keeps it, and marches upfield for 5 more yards.
Plenty of patience, and they bring a lineman pulling in front of him every time, it seems like, and that just helps open that hole.
Kemper defensive line just got to make sure that they're not getting shoved around, which is easier said than done when you're going against the big guys that they've got on that front line.
2nd down and 5. Ball's on the left hash. Pistol formation for the Lions. Wing back in motion, left to right this time. Dale takes it, pitches it out to Saddam, trying to get to the edge. Here's a run out to the side. Great job. And a great coverage there by Kent Sanders. Got to him and cut him down. Well, they marked him a yard short, but now they're going to move it up to the stick and give him 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Candy came up from his safety position to make that tackle. But, again, well executed by Central Line. They're very physical at the line of scrimmage. So
clock rolling, 3:33 to play. 1st and 10 for Central Lyon from the right hash. It has been the Saddam and Dale show so far, mainly Dale with 110 yards already in this ball game. Wing back in motion right to left. Dale takes the snap, pitches it out to Saddam. The ball's on the ground. The ball's loose. The ball's loose. The Knights are on it. Do they have it? The official has it. Fumble. It's the Kemper Knight football at the 48-yard line.
I'm not quite sure who got in there on that, but I think it was Healy again. So 2 really, really big plays by Sean Healy to keep the...
Yeah, that big tackle to stop the touchdown pretty much, and then a fumble recovery.
Yeah, he stopped that play on the long pass and then got in on that one and just wrestled that ball away from the running back as he was trying to get back on top of it. So Kemper going to have it at their own 48-yard line. Got to do something with this, Tom.
3:13 to play in the third quarter. Can the Knights capitalize on the turnover? Baiting in the backfield, Hoffman to his left. He'll give it to Hoffman. No, he pulls it back, throws it over the middle. That one's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And that time there was nothing happening as Zach Drempf, the 6'3", 230 sophomore, saw it coming and got his hand in the way.
Yeah, they kind of had that play well read. I think if he could have got it through the line, Carson possibly would have been open. But, again, would like to see us just kind of rely on that running game that was working so well there early in the quarter. 3:09 left in the third quarter. Kemper up 17-7.
2 receivers to the right. Braxton, the lone man to the left. They'll put Canny in motion, give it to him on the end around. He tries to cut up the middle. He wrestles forward for 2.
Kemper calls that play about once a game. Maybe a little bit less, and they've had trouble getting it to break as Griffin Glenn checks in. We haven't heard much from Glenn tonight. Maybe this is his time to step in and get the action. Ball's right at midfield.
Brock taking the time getting the play here. Looks like there may have been a little miscommunication. Now he'll run it out. 15 seconds on the play clock, so not crazy.
3rd and 7. 8, I guess 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down and 8, ball on the left hash. 2 receivers split each way. Hoffman in the backfield. Hoffman steps up, sneaks through. They want to throw it over to Candy. Candy has it at the stick. Give him a yard more. That's going to be a pickup of 9, but we do have a flag back by.
It's going to be a roughing finally, I think.
That's the first time we've seen that called, and we've asked for it a couple times tonight. They have let him play here this evening.
So Carson had the first down. Let's see what they call here. It's got to be finally a roughing the passer call. But, Coach Steinkamp's been chirping in their ear, and they finally calling the plays. But they've left a lot of physical stuff go with, it's going both ways, but a lot of physical stuff going with hands and things. So that's going to be marked off after the first down.
That ends up being a 27-yard gain.
So we've got Lucas replacing Glenn in the lineup. Kemper going to have it now 1st and 10 at the Central Lyon 26-yard line. 2:19. That was a big play.
Clock's running. Can the Knights eat away the 3rd quarter and find a way into the end zone? Here's Candy in motion across the formation, left to right. They'll turn, give it to Hoffman up the middle. Hoffman sees a seam. Oh, he's going to get tripped up, brought down at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line again. 75, that's Reed Steiger, the big 6'4" sophomore. Opened a big hole, and, of course, Hoffman running hard. What's he got, about 30 yards this quarter? 2nd down
27 to 71, so he's picked up some yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 3, clock
44?
running.
I'm not good at the math. Why do you have to ask me the math questions? 2nd down and 3. Here's the snap. They'll hand it to Hoffman, who's hit in the backfield. They had 3 Central Lyon guys in the backfield. They're going to lose 2 on this one.
Yeah, 3. Took him back 3 yards, so it's going to make it 3rd and 6.
Just got to make sure you protect the ball here.
Kemper's likely to go to the air again here. Again, something quick because they're probably going to be in on Brock in a hurry. We're not going to have time to stand back there and throw.
1 minute mark. We approach here in the 3rd. Knights lead 17 to 7. 3rd and 6. Pressure's coming. They throw it out to Candy. Candy puts a foot in the ground. He makes 3 guys miss him, and he wrestles it to the 16-yard line. And that is right where the sticks are and should be a 1st down.
That's just athleticism. He should have been tackled for, about a 3-yard gain, turns it into an 8-yard gain.
3 guys out there, and they all went for the old belly shake, and Candy took off to the inside for the 1st down.
Yeah, it was just a quick pattern, and then Carson juked him left, went right, and first down later.
1st and 10 from the 16. This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Baiting takes it, hands it to Hoffman. Hoffman puts a foot in, dives forward, right side dives, gets it to about the 14. So a pickup of 2. 17 seconds left, and the team's walking over. They're going to take a break here.
Yeah, they're going to let it run out. Every time I'm watching these holes, I'm looking, who's the lineman there? And time again, it's been Reed Steiger, big left tackle or right tackle for Kemper. He's gotten better and better and better as the year's gone on. Reed's 6'5", 270.
3rd quarter's in the books. Kemper Knights 17. Central Lyon George Little Rock 7. We're back after a 1-minute timeout with more high school playoff action on KCIM.
Bruner, Reinhardt & Morton is a general practice law firm that's been providing highly ethical, professional, and dedicated legal services to their clients since 1936 in Carroll, Glidden, Coon Rapids, and Guthrie Center communities. Bruner, Reinhardt & Morton is a 4-attorney firm with a combined 97 years of experience. For more information, call Barry, Dave, Eric, or Jessica at 792-3480 or visit BrunerLegal.com.
Financial planning can be easy to avoid, but in these uncertain times, it should be your top priority. Now is the time to put Silverleaf Wealth Management on your team. Whether you want to plan for retirement, better manage your investment assets, or fund your kids' education, Silverleaf Wealth Management can help you discover, design, and implement a plan for pursuing your goals. Visit us online or schedule a consultation with me, Ann Slechta, today by calling or texting us at 712-775-2251. This is Silverleaf Wealth Management of Carroll, Iowa.
1 quarter away from punching the ticket to the regional finals. They lead 17-7. They have the football inside the 15-yard line. They'll work towards the rec center, as we call it. The worst view I've got from the box here.
Yep, 2nd and 8 as we start the fourth quarter.
2 backs in the backfield. They fake the handoff, throw it over the middle to Kenny. It was a bit behind him. He dives forward to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights after the 9-yard pickup.
You know, I was talking with Carson today about the game that happened a couple of years ago when we were up at West Sioux, and we had a receiver get hit over the middle, and, you know, he remembered what that did to the team. And I said, well, you just got to talk to the guys and make sure you guys are ready for those hits. And, boy, has he responded tonight with the receptions that he's had. He's had some tough traffic catches.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Kemper Knights.
Let's see if Mr. Hoffman can put this thing on his shoulders. And
2 backs in the backfield as Alford stands back there with Hoffman. Here's the handoff to Hoffman. He's going to turn, goes up the field, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Kemper Knights from 5 yards out.
Good blocking by the Kemper line. Looks like 53 haven't called it. Connor Keneally, who's had a really good season, was out in front of that. Kemper takes it down and jumps up now 23-7. That's a great answer to that punt return touchdown.
So the Knights scored 14 unanswered. Then they gave up a punt return touchdown. Now they've scored 10 unanswered. Well, now they've scored 10 unanswered as the PAT goes through. I was just predicting the future there for Mr. Mayhall. Knights lead 24-7 over Central Lyon George Little Rock. We got to step away for a quick break. We're back with more fourth quarter action on 1380 KCIM.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Kemper Knights lead 24-7 here at home this evening against Central Lyon George Little Rock. They'll kick this one off. This has always been the questionable part. Probably the weakest link in this Kemper defense team has been kick coverage.
Yeah, we gave up a punt return already, so.
Coach Russ Steinkamp down there trying to pump up this kick coverage team.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to put this one in the air. I'll be surprised. Yeah, it's
going to be that squib kick, and it bounces off of a knee. That's sometimes the worst part. Now he's going to get a block. Now, way to go.
Sanders.
What a job by Sanders. He got down there, gave him a big bear hug, and said, you're going backwards, buddy.
Yes, Kent Sanders with a beautiful play, just like he does from his linebacker position. And I think these kids got their moxie back a little bit. And that's going to play a big part as this game goes on. It's now 11-16 left in the fourth quarter. Kemper up 24-7. Just don't give up anything big.
You got to slow down this run game. That'll be the big part here.
You know, the nice thing is they are a running team. They don't like to throw, but they can, and they can obviously got the athletes when they get loose. They can do some things. So
that looked like a false start there by the wingback, but he turned it into motion. Here's Dale keeping it, and he's going to be ripped down at the line of scrimmage. They might give him a gain of 1 as he picked up a foot.
Braden Alford's had a good night. Sean Healy, I think, was in on that tackle as well. So good defense by the Knights. Only gave him a yard. Most important thing, keeps that clock running.
A little stutter step there by the wingback in the movement.
But I was with you. I thought that they were going to throw a flag on that. It didn't.
It looked rather awkward.
So 2nd and 9.
So now I'm on the left side of Dale now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. No safety coverage here as the Knights have sold out on the run. They've got that 5-2 front coming. Dale wants to throw it. It's going to be one-on-one out there. The ball stepped up in the air, and trying to get to it and pick it off, but they could not find enough speed was Jaron Hoffman. He saw that thing in the air, and he was looking for a reception.
You know, great coverage out there by Griffin Glenn.
It's pretty brave in those situations to leave them one-on-one, but it's Bider and Glenn that are doing it.
Yeah, if they make that play, it's off to the races.
Canny and Heinrichs, usually safeties, they're playing up into this run defense.
3rd third down now, not likely to play up like they were.
Safety help over to the left side this time. Dale calls for it, drops back, wants to throw. There's some pressure. He throws it short.
Tackle.
Jumps over one man, and he's going to get out to the stick and pick up 12 on the play on that little quick hitter out there, and that was Saddam on the reception.
Yeah, we got to be willing to go up and lay the lumber to him. We had a chance to him and didn't. And as it turns out, they get the first down on the 35-yard line, get to keep this drive alive. Clock ticking down to about 10 minutes left in the ball game.
As long as the clock's rolling, the scoreboard's in the favor of the Knights. 5-man front, 2 linebackers right now as they switch that up.
Yeah, they've gone to that 5-2.
Canny moves over. He's going to cover the wing back here. Saddam trying to come up the middle. He is hit at the line of scrimmage and drove backwards. Colby Pierce.
And Kent Sanders. Kent was the one that got in on him. Colby came in on top, but very well played by those two guys.
They're going to give him a yard
Sorry,
on the
I'm stepping
play.
on you once in a while tonight, Tom. Getting excited here with this game.
Pierce has had an outstanding game up front.
He really has. You know, he's probably not going to have a ton of tackles, but he's made a lot of plays for sure. He's created a lot of activity.
I mean, there's something when you got 2 guys draped on you and you just bounce the running back a couple yards, then let the defense take care of him.
That center across from him is not very big, so Kobe's having his way with him, but boy, they're having trouble with those guards.
Dale's the lone man in the backfield. They got 3 guys this way. They're going to bring a sweep. No, Dale kept it. He pulled it back in. And he's going to run forward for a pickup of 8.
Kemper Knights continue to be fooled by Dale with his ball handling abilities. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 now at the Kemper at their own 44-yard line.
Jaden Dale had 88 carries coming into this ball game.
What's he got, 20
19 now.
Yeah. But it's obviously the defense that Kemper's throwing at him, and he's just taking advantage of it.
4-man front this time from the Knights. 3 receivers to the right. This time he's going to hand it off to the wideout coming around the corner. That's Elbert, and he is going to go for a big gain out to the 40. So that's going to be a pickup of 17, make it 16.
Again,
Healy out there making the touchdown-saving tackle again.
Yeah, central line just very physical, but really kind of patient considering they're down 3 scores. And being a ball control team, you think they would want to run a little bit quicker, but
they know their kind of offense here. Dale, lone man in the backfield, trips to the right, 2 to the left. Wingback moves over to the left side. Now they're going to put a man in motion right to left.
Kemper needs a turnover.
Dale trying to get through the middle. Now he just scrambles around. He's so nimble, hops around, misses a few tackles, and he's going to pick up 8 again.
Yeah, we're just trying to arm tackling him, and he just keeps moving. Doing a really, really nifty job of running the ball. As the clock runs below 8 minutes. It's going to be at about the 7:30 mark before this next play happens.
20 carries, 127 yards for Dale. He stands in the backfield with Saddam to the right side. 2 receivers split each way this time, no wing back. They'll put a man in motion, that's Ebert. He'll go left to right. They want to roll and pass this time. He's trying to find a hole, and now he's going to throw it deep. He's got his man, and he's going to overthrow him. The man got behind the defense of Canny, but I think Canny may have been egging that throw on a little bit. He was watching it the whole time. The guy had about a 3-yard gain, but Canny turned on the boosters and closed the gap rather quickly.
Yeah, that's where the inexperience of Hoffman at linebacker, who is getting his first varsity action tonight, at least in meaningful action anyway. But he kind of lost him, and then Canny came back and caught it from the safety position. I don't know. That would have been a perfectly thrown ball. It likely would have been caught for a touchdown. But that's going to leave him with 3rd and 2, and obviously 4-down territory, down by 17 points.
Jaron's going to order himself a steak dinner after this one, the work he's doing both sides of the ball. Here's Dale. We've got a flag, and
it's going to be a motion.
There's a lot of stuff going on there. So 5-yard penalty. That is the 6th penalty for 45 yards for Central Lion George Little Rock. So the Lions will be backed up. It'll be 3rd down and 8 now.
Just contain Dale. He seems to find his way loose in so many of these situations when we should have him stopped. But we've also come up with some big plays when we needed to as well.
5-man front from the Kemper defense. Here's a man in motion right to left. Dale looks forward, now throws it back to the left side, and they'll bring it out to the 35-yard line, make it 34. So a pickup of 5 on kind of a quick screen type play.
Yeah, actually well played by Dale, but Canny and Kent Sanders came up. Kent stepping up here. Big down now, 4th and 2. Clock running, 6:50 left in the ball game.
As long as the clock keeps moving, it's in Kemper's favor, up 24-7. It's 4th down and 2. Expect the Dale show here, I assume. Man in motion, that's Ebert. No, they'll give it to Ebert on the end around, and he is going to push forward. He gets a big gain on that.
Kemper tackling high on that play. But nonetheless, they pick up the first down.
Clock's still rolling.
So they're going to be at the Kemper 28-yard line. Well, it should be rolling.
Well, it will be as soon as they spot the ball here. Central Line, George Little Rock, not in any hurry here.
Yeah,
with 6 minutes to play, and you're down by 17.
Three scores.
Dale, lone man in the backfield. He takes the snap. He was running forward before he even got the snap. Took a little stutter step before the snap got there. Dives forward for 8.
One of the Kemper defensive tackles was in there, but he left him run right past him. It put that shoulder down and lay it on him. So now it's going to be second and
3.
Yeah, 2nd and 3 at the Kemper 21.
Dale's. They're not bringing Saddam into the backfield at all right now. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Dale, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ebert in motion. They fake it to him. They want to throw it now. They're going to throw it over the middle. Candy's waiting for it, and that's out of the end zone.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody there and just threw that one away.
He wanted to try to get it to Cooper Schmidt, the wing back, but just aired that thing out. He had plenty of time back there.
Knock wood, Cooper Schmidt's been pretty quiet tonight. He had a lot of activity in that game last year up there. So that's going to be 3rd and still 3. 5:30 left in the 4th quarter.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Cooper Schmidt's going to go in the slot, so they've got 3 to the right now. Dale puts a man in motion. It's Ebert. They give it to him again on the same play, end around. He puts his foot in the ground, and he's going to go into the end zone. From 21 yards out, the end around scores Ebert.
Yeah, there was
Elbert.
Nobody over there for Kemper. I'm not quite sure what happened on that play, but he just took it right, and he didn't get touched from 20-some yards out. And now they've got to line up and go for 2. Or not. No,
they'll kick it.
They're going to kick it.
16 and 16 still leaves you short of 17, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter, does it?
I was trying to do the math in my head. I had to get my calculator out to figure it out. Snap, kick. He kicks it hard and dead through it. There's no floating that thing through. So Central Lyon George Little Rock scores with 5:23 remaining in the game. The Knights lead 24-14. Can the offense run this last 5 minutes off the clock? We'll find out after this break on 1380 KCIM.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall on our house, and I'd like to get an estimate for roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who can replace a drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
What if we'd like to replace our siding?
Brinks has you covered.
Gutters? Doors?
Our name says it all. Brinks Exteriors is your headquarters for all things exterior, from start to finish.
Call 712-ROOF-PRO or visit BrinksExteriors.com.
The hands team out onto the field here, it looks like. A few extra guys to grab it up front here. No big numbers out there right now.
No, I don't see any. You got to anticipate that they're probably going to do the onside kick. They're down 2 scores.
Hoffman and Sanders are up front, along with Charles Mayhall. Glenn is right behind it.
The only one back is.
So here's the kick, and it goes through the legs, but the Knights will recover it.
Yeah.
Oh, it went through the legs of one of the Knights who bent down to pick it up.
It was the perfect onside kick. It's squibbling and doing whatever you want it to do, but as it is, now Kemper's going to be in really good shape.
Mason Reichs is the one who found that one.
He's the one that made the recovery?
Yep. So good job there.
Yeah, Kemper's going to have it now. 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Set the stage, 5:19 left in the ball game.
10-point lead for the Knights. They lead 24-14. Ball is placed on the left hash.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts left too, Tom.
At the 48-yard line.
Okay, offensive line, take charge.
Vanami out wide right, 2 receivers to the left. Bading takes the snap, hands it to Hoffman. Hoffman over the left side, not a lot of room to go. I think he got a yard, and that's about it. You know they're going to close down the run game because they know what's coming.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would call a timeout, but not doing it. So it's going to be down below 4.5 before this next play goes.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 here for the Kemper Knights. Ball 1 yard shy of midfield in Knights territory. Canny and Biter to the right. Lucas and Vanami to the left. A little handshake out to Bading. Bading wants to throw it to Canny. Canny has it. Now he's going to go. It looked like Bading says, hey, let's stir the pot a little bit out there to him, and then Canny takes it and runs up the middle. He's going to pick up 7 on the catch. And
Kent keeps the clock running. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3. Now the interesting thing is, what do you do on this call? I'm guessing you probably got to run it again, or do you run some safe pass pattern? Because you definitely want that clock to keep running. We're going to be below 4 minutes after this snap.
Brock Bading telling his team something. He was being very emphatic.
Probably saying block.
Tried to use a big word there. That showed 3rd down and 2.
Trying to get him to jump.
Bading takes the snap, gives it to Hoffman. Hoffman dives forward, and he's got the 1st down.
That's
a pickup of 4.
And that's a big play because the Knights get the 1st down. They keep the ball.
I think when he was in there telling the guys, he's like, I'm going to hard count, do not jump.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what he was saying, and he's good at that. Last year when he came in and replaced DJ as a quarterback, he must have got 5, 6, 7 of those as the year went on. And again, I'm surprised they're not calling timeout. I mean, they're just watching the clock run down. They got 3 of them to use. You can't take them home with you.
1st and 10 here for the Knights. Hoffman to the right side of Bading.
Brock looking at the clock.
7 men in the box. They're sneaking the safeties up. Hoffman's going to take it, wants to go to the right side, needs to stay in bounds, and he doesn't. But he gets pulled down.
Coach Steinkamp is in Hoffman's ear.
He's not happy about that one. Some situational spots tonight with the Knights have kind of struggled with a chance to step out of bounds, a chance to stay in bounds.
That's a case where you just go down and run another 30, 40 seconds off the clock, and as it was, that saves them a timeout, saves them 30 seconds, no matter how you look at it.
2nd down and 9. Canny in motion, left to right. They'll give it to Hoffman, left side. Hoffman dives forward, gets upended. Pickup of a quick 2.
Clock continues to run. They still aren't calling their timeouts. Now they finally do.
So a timeout by the Lions. Knights lead 24-14. 2:54 to go. We've got a big 3rd down and 7 when we come back. We're back after this break. You're listening to high school football action on 1380 KCIM.
Looking to boost your brand? Top Loft makes it easy with custom online stores for businesses, sports teams, and organizations. Enhance your brand's visibility with a tailor-made store showcasing your logo, colors, and designs. Enjoy endless customization options. Choose styles, colors, and add your unique touch to every product. Plus, their streamlined ordering system ensures a smooth experience for you and your customers. Elevate your brand with Top Loft in downtown Carroll or visit toploftclothing.com and start building your online store today.
Friday night football here on KCIM live from the Carroll Football Stadium. The Kemper Knights 24, the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions 14. Scores today brought to you by Drees Company Eco Water Systems. The Knights will line up on a 3rd down and 8. Do they go to the air? Do they keep it on the ground? We'll see what happens after the timeout. Bading calls for it, and he wants to throw it quickly out to Vanami. Vanami catches, puts a foot in the ground. Now he's still pulling a guy. He is going to have to charge for a ride there. if he's got a lift account, the guy can just Venmo him, I think.
Okay,
that was about a 3-yard ride.
That puts us in a 4th and 3. A hard count will get us the first down if we can get it done.
That's 103 yards receiving for Benami tonight.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a ball game, and he really got us off to a good start. So they're forced to use a timeout, and I think that is they're down to 1 now. So we got 2:52 left. Kemper's got it 4th down and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Ball's marked at the 34 right hash. The Knights discussing what they want to do. It is a long 3 yards. Full 3 yards here for them on this 4th down. They've went through the air. It doesn't really matter. The clock stops on a turnover on downs anyways. So if the Knights want to go to the air, it's not going to matter either way clock-wise.
Right.
Unless they can continue to run this thing out like they have.
I think you're probably going to see that quick pass to Canny and see if he can dance away and get loose. Oh, you know what? They got Lucas over there, too, so he's probably going to go up and take out the interference.
So Canny is in the middle. Bider's on the wide side. Then you got Lucas. Benami's the lone man to the right side, one-on-one. The hard count, the defense started backing up quickly. Now Hoffman's going to go out, line up.
They're
They're trying to get him to jump here. 8 seconds to go. They look it over. Signal out from baiting. There's 4 guys.
Yeah, we're going to call a timeout. We wanted to just see if we could get them to jump.
I think they were also kind of seeing what kind of shifts would happen with the motion. I thought maybe Hoffman was going to get called for a little stuff because he went out and kind of stumbled forward a little bit there in his motion. But Knights will use the timeout. 24-14, Kemper Knights lead. Remember, after the game, we will have the Motor Inn Player of the Game. And I don't know how we're going to figure that one out. Maybe just run down to the student section and do a straw poll quick.
Yeah, we could probably do that. I think we got a couple of guys that stand out. It's just deciding which one of those guys is the one to go with.
There's a pile of them tonight here. So some big tackles, some guys that have just been in on every play defensively, offensively. I got Brock Baiting over 250 passing yards here tonight. Another outstanding performance from him, but you just expect it from him by now.
Yeah, and he's got some kids that have done a great job of catching the ball in traffic. Braxton's made some really nice plays. Carson's made some nice plays. Ryan Lucas, I think, has 3 or 4 catches as well. So here we go, 4th and 3.
4th and 3, pistol formation. Hoffman stands to the left side of Baiting. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Hoffman's going to sprint out to the left side. He's wide open. They're going to throw it down to Benami, though. Benami going up for it. There's the flag.
Absolutely.
Benami went up for it, and he was picked up and moved on. And that's going to be 15 yards and the first down for the Knights.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the call, but it worked. So
I think they knew. They've been seeing that all game.
Yep.
Throw it a little short and watch him carry him to the end zone.
They've been on him, and again, Braxton, he's got that speed and he's got the ability to get it out there. So that's a play that's pretty much going to put this game in the bag if Kemper takes care of business from here on out.
They can run off another minute 40 just running the ball here.
Braxton limping off, too. But that's another play where he's not going to get credit for a catch, but it's it's definitely a first down, and it keeps the drive alive, and that's the second one of those he's had.
And he almost caught it.
And he's limping again as well.
He's trying to walk it off there, visited with Pick quick.
We'd like to have him in there because
Glenn comes in on the right side now.
Likely we're going to run the ball now.
Two men in the backfield. One was Lucas. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman takes it. He's just going to two-hand that thing, head down, gain 3 yards.
And did they use their last time out? No. They might be succeeding victory here.
See what happens here. With one left, they might just wait till 3rd down. Either way, you only got 1 left.
Yeah, clock down to 2:20. It'll be right at 2 minutes when they snap this. The 2-score lead.
Knights lead 24-14. 2:12 on the clock as they come to the line. Hoffman to the left side of Baiting. Lucas to the right side of him. Snap. Hoffman gets it. Goes to the outside.
But he stays in bounds this time.
He dives forward across the 15 down to the 14.
And he did.
Pick up of 3 again.
So
now we have a timeout by Central Lion George Little Rock. you talk about a Kemper Knights team that came together here tonight, especially there in the second quarter. There's a little bit of a hiccup when you lose your main captain out of the center of that defense and Tate Barrett, trying to figure out who needed to go in there. They got to halftime in a game that was scoreless. The defense did what they needed to do, and then you give up a long play on a punt return to give Central Lyon George Little Rock a little gas, on that fire, and then you come back and rattle off 10 points to kind of put this thing away 24-14, and now your offense is doing what they need to do to take away any chance of a comeback.
Yeah, a lot of young kids really had to step up tonight and fill in roles, like you said, and it took them a while. And it would have been real easy after that punt return when it was now down to 14-7. You're playing a perennial state qualifier, and they've been there before. Runner-up last year. They know how to win, and our kids came back and took the ball game back. Coach has got to be really proud of them.
So tight formation here from the Knights. Canny's the only man not inside the main circle. Here's the handoff to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to sprint out to the left side. He's out to the 10. Now we've got a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
As he was down at the 10, it would have been a 4-yard pickup, but this is going to be coming backwards.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold against the Knights.
But that's about 7 seconds of running that went off the clock.
Not a bad thing. The official still hasn't given the call, but it's holding.
Fourth penalty of the night, 25 yards accounted for the Kemper Knights.
Yeah. Nash Leonard, the big freshman in there, trying to get the job done. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 15. And I'm guessing the Knights are going to run it one more time, and like you said the last time, and then on 4th down,
Biter and Vanami check back in.
Air it out, because they don't have any more timeouts at this point.
Nope, they're out of timeouts. Knights lead by 10. It is 3rd down and 15 from the 24.
Critical for Hoffman to hang on to the ball, because he's the one that's going to get it.
Canny sprints through. Hoffman took it, and he was staring right at the defensive end when he got it. And Brock Bating's like, well, what do you want me to do? I wanted him to take it, and he wanted to give it back to me.
You take it. I don't want it. So that's going to get it down to a minute.
Somebody was going to get hit there, just didn't know who.
And Kemper's going to call a time. They're going to run it down to a second left again and then call a timeout.
Which will put us right around 1 minute left in this game for a 4th and 15 play. See if they maybe trot Mayhall back out there or just try to get it through the air again. They have done a great job here this evening, offensively, defensively, systematically figuring out a way to make sure Central Lyon George Little Rock did not get back in this ball game.
Yeah, we've done what we've had to do. We looked a little ragged, especially on the defensive side of the football, but we knew this was going to be a physical game. I'd say easily the most physical game that we've played. The tackling's been very physical. The blocking's been very aggressive. Hands on the receivers like we had not seen all year, which, okay, if that's the way they're going to let them play, we just got to learn to play through it. And we did what we had to do, so now we just got to finish it off.
Looks like ACGC gets a big victory, 41-14 tonight. So a nice win there. Get an update from
I think they're still
the controller at work.
Do we have an updated score on the West Lions score?
Well, I was just getting ready to check that. That's how I saw I had that one.
That's who will be, assuming Kemper can finish this off, that will be Kemper's opponent next week.
Mount Vernon defeated Carroll tonight 42-6. So Carroll's season comes to an end.
And they had a nice season, came back, played in a pretty difficult district. Kemper coming back out on the field now after the timeout. 1 minute, 1 second left. Throw something to the end zone, take a little time.
42-0 last I've heard in the third, West Lyon over Western Christian. So the Knights, 4th and 15, the offense is out there. Canny sprints across, left to right. Bating drops back, he looks over the middle, tries to get it to Vanami. Vanami had it and dropped it. Would have been down at the 9-yard line and had the first down, but it slips out of his hands, kind of swatted out there.
Good coverage over there, though. Brock again put it right on the numbers. And so the defense will have to take over. And
55 seconds left, and
just don't let
the Lions need 10 points.
Yeah, don't let anything get behind you. Everything's possible in a game like this.
They've attempted to pass the ball a few times tonight. They've put it up 9 times. They've completed 4 of them. Out of those 4 passes, they have 30 yards.
They are not a passing team to stay back and keep the ball in front of you.
Dale sprints to the right, throws over the middle, and that was almost picked off. Heinrichs jumped the route, and then it went right past Canny's head.
Yeah, Heinrichs had good coverage there. The Dedham dash had that kick return for a touchdown last week. But good coverage on that play. Now we got Ryan Lucas coming into the game. Want a little more speed there as Preston Benami comes out. 51 seconds left. Second down. 24-14. Kemper over Central Lyon trying to hang on.
Winner will advance to that regional final. Get a victory there, you're in the dome.
Okay, here we go.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. A man in motion. They're not going to throw the flag. There's a quick out. And now the receiver didn't step out of bounds like I thought he was going to, and he's going to be pushed back at the 33-yard line. The clock's going to keep running. I thought he was going to try to get out of bounds.
Why wouldn't he go out of bounds on that play?
So now they got to hustle up to the line. 30 seconds left in this ball game. Knights up by 10. Dale drops out, throws the same pass. This time the guy does run out of bounds. And the ball was out to the 34, so a 6-yard gain.
Good coverage there by Tragan Biter. Just kept it in front of him. .26 seconds left. First down for the Lions at their own 40-yard line.
Kemper Knights on top, 24-14 as Central Lyon comes to the ball. 3 to the left. Here's a man in motion. They're going to hand it off this time. It's going to be that end sweep trying to get Elbert back into it. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line, so a pickup of 7.
Good tackle by Carson Canny over there.
I think they were expecting to maybe surprise the Kemper Knights dropping back and more of a
That's
prevent defense.
Nope, no.
The clock never stopped. The guy went out of bounds, so we're going to have to restart. The official upset that the clock kept running, but nobody actually signaled to stop the clock on the field. So
the official's not happy. Okay, 17 seconds left.
Dale, lone man in the backfield. He'll put Elbert in motion again, fake the gift to him. Now they want to try to run a double go, and this one is going to be flopping up. How did that guy run under it? I don't think he meant to throw it to him, but it's going to be caught.
And we finally got a good tackle.
37-yard line.
We finally had a big play on that as Lucas got the sack.
And then they'll spike it to stop the clock with 3 seconds left.
Not quite sure how 5 seconds could run off the clock that quickly, but anyway, it's going to be Kemper going to get the win. There's 3 seconds left in the ball game. It's just a matter of what the final score is going to be at this point as Central Lion's got a first down at the 34-yard line.
Talk about just taking care of business. Coach Steinkamp, Coach Murtis there might have to go check his hand after that high five.
I know the big frustration on this one for Coach Steinkamp is going to be, defense let them do some things, but losing your senior, probably all-state linebacker is a big loss.
Dale takes the snap, hands it off to Elbert. Elbert's going to be tackled for a pickup of 2, and the Knights will advance on to through the playoffs here with a win over Central Lyon, George Little Rock, 24-14, and the excitement on that bench.
They may not be the Central Lyon, George Little Rock they were last year, but they're still good football players and a good team. That's a nice win for the Kemper Knights. It wasn't as pretty as last week, but I will say they played tough. I was wondering, are they going to respond to the toughness of this Central Lyon team, and they certainly did.
Toughness and physicality was met here tonight. The Kemper Knights win 24-14. We're back with the postgame show coming up. Stay tuned.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Choosing the DMAC Carroll campus is a smart choice. The DMAC Carroll campus offers a quality education at an affordable price, student organizations to get involved and have some fun, supportive staff who will help you each step of the way, and expert faculty waiting to share their knowledge and experiences with you. Kickstart your education today at the Carroll DMAC campus. Call them at 712-792-1755. DMAC, life's calling.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Hello, this is Dr. Michael Dirks, orthopedic surgeon with St. Anthony's. I'm excited to have joined the team here at St. Anthony's, your local sports injury experts. We perform knee arthroscopy with ACL reconstruction and meniscus repair, as well as shoulder arthroscopy with rotator cuff and labral repair. If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, give us a call so we can get you back to the playing field or back to the activities that you love doing.
St. Anthony Orthopedics, located on the St. Anthony campus. St. Anthony Regional Hospital. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Congratulations to the Kemper Knights for their amazing season. Having a winning team takes hard work, dedication, practice, and a lot of planning. At Helber Enterprises, they recognize that these same attributes are what it makes to have a successful farm operation. At Helber Enterprises and Sukup Manufacturing help you maximize your full potential by planning ahead for the 2025 season. Call 712-658-2141 today to take advantage of their winter discounts and save on all your storage needs. Together, they too can help you build a winning team. Go Knights!
Welcome back here to the Mackey Motors Tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and MackeyMotors.com. The Kemper Knights victorious tonight, 24-14 to keep their playoff run going in what was a hard-fought battle. They jumped up rather quickly as 8:06 to play in the first game. A 1-yard run by Barrett put them up 7-0. Then in the second quarter, baiting to Glenn put them up 14-0, and that's how we went into the half. After the half, though, 8:35 left in the third quarter. Elbert, a 90-yard punt return, puts us at 14-7. Then a 36-yard field goal by Mayhall. Very important, as that put them up 17-7, but it was a response. Move the ball down the field, respond against the score. Then the Knights punch in a 5-yard run by Hoffman, go up 24-7. Elbert had a 21-yard run to get it to 24-14, and that's where it ends here this evening. Tom Hawkap with Doug Waniger. Doug, just a gutsy effort by this Kemper Knights team as they found a way to dig deep and push this physical Central Line George Little Rock team back.
Yeah, that was huge when they came back after that punt return and got, even though it was just a field goal, wasn't a touchdown, but they took control of the line of scrimmage, drove it down, and then came back and got another touchdown after that. The guys really had to suck it up. This is a really good football team from an outstanding district up there in northwest central Iowa, but and they've been there so many times before, and they'll probably be back there next year. But just a real gutsy effort. Like I said, it wasn't pretty, but you seeing your captain and your leading tackler go down and likely out. Not sure what his status is going to be for next week, but he didn't come back at all in this game, so probably not good. But to see that happen and come back and suck it up against some really good football players, really proud of the boys tonight.
Well, when we take a quick look at the stats for Central Line George Little Rock, Dale leads the way, 21 carries, 135. He was 7 of 13 through the air for 60 yards, with almost half of those coming there at the very end. Big play of the game was a fumble that Healy recovered as he jumped on that one, turned the game around.
Caused
right there.
it and fumbled and recovered it.
A great job there, as that was a stopping factor. They went down, they scored, and that's really what put things ahead here for the Kemper Knights. Kemper Knights led by, rushing-wise, by Hoffman again. Surprise, 27 carries, 90 yards for him tonight. Brock Bading, 19 of 33, 252 through the air. He did find Braxton Vanami 4 times for 103 yards, and Canny had 10 catches for 94 yards here this evening. The Kemper Knights win 24-14. We're going to step away, come back. We're going to name your Motor Inn Player of the Game. So stay tuned for that. You're listening to 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM.
Welcome to our home.
So why are you selling your home?
Well, let's just say it's a bit daunting to think about shoveling all the snow for the winter, so I'm moving to a condo.
What room's this?
Well, it's where we keep the...
I think I'm going to go now. I'm going to call the Mid-Iowa team.
Let your Mid-Iowa team show you homes for sale or list your home. We have the buyers and not so spooky homes just for you. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate.
Feld Security of Carroll is the choice of homeowners and business professionals for your home and business protection. They choose Feld Security because of the local and prompt service, 24/7 technician support, and the ability to control their security from their mobile device. That makes keeping your property safe even easier. A professional Feld representative can help you create a protection plan for your home or business, no matter what you're trying to protect. They've got you covered. Feld Security of Carroll, proud sponsors of our local schools.
Since 1984, Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time with signature butter burgers made with fresh, never frozen Midwest raised beef. Pair it with Wisconsin cheese curds and made daily fresh frozen custard. Now that's a winning combination.
Culver's famous custard is made fresh throughout the day, every day. With over 30 toppings to choose from, there is something for everyone. Grab a shake, malt, concrete mixer, or sundae. Find your favorite. Check out the flavor today online at culvers.com.
Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
Victorious 24-14. Reminder that the scoreboard show will be coming up 10 to midnight. I'm going to go catch up with head coach Ryan Steinkamp, get his thoughts on the game after he cools down here just a little bit, as an exciting 1-1 here as the Knights win 24-14. It is now time for tonight's Motor Inn Player of the Game. We'll post all their images on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram on all of our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network sites. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. And I've done this a long time, Doug, and this was probably one of the harder ones to sort through and try to figure out, because there are so many guys that impacted this ball game and made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a couple of names. Carson Canny had 10 catches tonight, played a great safety. Braxton Vanami had a really good game at the receiver position, had 4 catches and plus 2 penalties that kept drives alive. Brock Bading was Brock Bading again tonight. Jaron Hoffman had several runs. But we're going to go with somebody whose name probably wasn't called as often, but the plays that he made were critical plays at a critical time in the game.
You know, I know a great effort tonight by Sean Healy.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's going to be the player of the game. I know that stat-wise, when you look it up, it's hard to see. But
what
a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, I believe he had 2 touchdown-saving tackles from what I saw. I know for sure Dale was gone, and he somehow found he found a 5th gear and got down the field and caught up to him and brought him down. So an outstanding effort by Sean Healy.
He doesn't make those plays we might be talking about a different score and a
we
different
might
winner.
still be broadcasting a ball game.
Yeah.
So a great job by Sean Healy and the Kemper Knights. Very, very many guys there deserving of it. So congratulations to the Kemper Knights. They'll move on. It looks as though they're going to make the trip to play Westline, as though that's not official. It probably will be rather shortly.
Yeah.
Knights beat Central Lyon George Little Rock 24-14. I'm Tom Hawkamp for Doug Waniger. Thank you for joining us for high school football on KCIM.